So, we're back. Just quickly jumping into Descent in Avernus. I will be eating at the start of this, so I'll mute myself a little bit. But all right, let's see how we go as we move forward. So, Sylk jumping in. Let's see how life goes. All right, enjoy. Can you hear me? Okay. Did you say you have a plan?
Famous last words.
Well, that makes at least one of us in this situation. That's a good start.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's better than mine pretend to be sewer inspectors.
I am wearing the Van Thamper armor, so
Yeah, that's good. Shall I tell you what I want to do?
No.
And then no. Okay.
You would have to do that
In
in
thing.
combat.
Yeah.
In
Sorry. I've been getting too excited.
So for starters, let's do the recap. So everyone roll a d20.
oh, starting off strong.
Wow.
Nice.
So we have a natural 20. So we'll either go with Sean, or if you want, if you want to designate.
Yeah, I did it last time. I think.
Yeah, I was
so.
going to say,
so with the nat 20, Cam,
does
you'll be able to
anybody
choose.
actually want to do it this week? Though
I will let you know. You can use your inspiration on initiative rolls, and this might be a tough fight. So,
yeah,
you guys.
does anybody require some DM's inspiration?
Oh, just a quick question. Can I use guidance on initiative as well? I'd read that you could.
It's an ability check. Yes.
Yeah,
so
okay.
You would be able to. Indeed. Don't worry about me rolling initiative now, because you will be rolling initiative, but don't worry about it just now, because I'm just getting it set up, because it takes me a while to do all the NPCs. But yeah, do you want to go ahead and run us through what happened last session? So, I believe to start off with, you guys were at the Sea Tower of Balderan, if I remember correctly.
Did you nominate Alex to give the flashback?
Well, I see. The thing is, I've already got some inspiration, so I was like trying to figure out if anybody else needed the inspiration to.
Yeah, if you want to volunteer yourself, that's fine. And it's just if anyone else wants the inspiration.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Yeah.
I mean, you can give. I'll let you give your inspiration away if you really want.
Okay, yeah. So we just finished our negotiations, or Yerka just finished his negotiations with Captain Zodge, and managed to find out that they've got an armourer which they can use, courtesy of the Flaming Fist. To which he returned. They handed over Amaric Van Thamper to the Flaming Fist, and then another expertly navigated and piloted vessel by Dolin across the waters of the harbour in Baldur's Gate to pull us expertly alongside our slot there, much to the ire of the local fishermen. However, whilst walking to the upper city and still within the lower city, so out of the within the Flaming Fist's actual area of control, we ran into some Van Thamper guards who had a good description of us, which initiated combat. The combat was going relatively okay up until there appeared a weird-looking ball of positive energy. It was identified as in the end out of which sprouted a ghost or a spectral figure, which caused half the party to flee in terror. But at this point, most of the Van Thamper guards had been dealt with the captain having ran off and hidden, and then being slaughtered by Sylk, who'd climbed up on the house. From this, the ghost possessed one of the Van Thamper guards, who then chased one of his comrades away, killed him. We found the body later on. And with Rill successfully capturing the cloud of positive energy. However, this did not come with its drawbacks, as both Yerk and Lucian were aged several years, so became quite old, quite creaky. However, they sought solace at the local temple. What was the temple called again?
The Temple of Helm.
Temple of Helm, with for a measly price of 100 gold, they were both able to revert back to their normal selves. It is here we went back to have our long rest, and then following lengthy debate on the plan to infiltrate the Van Thamper family, which resulted in the party being split, half to go down the sewers and then half to infiltrate the household as effectively hired muscle to collect coin from Amaric. So that half the party's in there, and the other half the party has just made their way and is opening a door in the sewers, and that is where we left off.
Indeed. And behind that door, you saw the studious and stern features of one Thalamra Van Thamper, and Yerk, you immediately recognize her, and she you, shouting out in alarm. She already knows who you are, and as she was expecting this, due to the unfortunate nature of your of the cat familiar Hanlon arising a little bit of attention, you have been caught in a combat. No one is surprised, however, that we see immediately. However, there are definitely people who are indeed surprised, but we will come to them shortly. You guys are all anticipating this combat, so you would not be. Meanwhile, while that is happening, quote-unquote Amric Van Thamper is leading a 3 guards down the stairs with their supposedly unconscious prisoners who are about to prove otherwise, just as you hear this commotion up ahead as this scuffle breaks out. So I will need everyone to roll initiative. Make sure you highlight your token beforehand so we include it in the turn order.
I can't see the map at the minute.
Just
No,
space.
Yes,
same.
I will just bring you in now. There we go.
Did you say I could guide myself, or is that a stretch? I can't remember.
If you have cast guidance before this on
okay.
yourself, it would apply to the initiative, but you don't have the time to cast it, and your guidance for you for the initiative.
Okay.
Off the bat. If you were anticipating there being immediate conflicts, then you would have had a chance to.
Great, that's
but, as
good
it
to
is,
know.
You would not have the opportunity.
Come on, character sheet. You were working before.
Do you need everyone to roll initiative, or just the
Everyone.
group that everyone? Okay.
If you're downstairs, the guards are not yet. They would count as being surprised because they're not alerted to what's going on. They've just heard a strange noise. You guys would probably be able to guess that your friends have been running into blows and act accordingly. And Sylk is still disguised as Amric Van Thamper, so we'll use that rather dashing token for now.
Mm-hmm.
And also to let you know, this will be the first fight. We'll be using the new rules. So if you're doing death saves, you have to do /GM roll. I'll put that in the chat so you know what that looks like.
So if you put that in the chat, then click on your death roll in your character sheet, does that just send it to you, or does
It
that?
won't do it to me. You can do it that way, but it's a little bit more complicated because it's just a death save. It's better if you just do it this way, where you just do
Okay.
/GM roll 1d20.
Cool.
If you have any bonuses or anything from spells or whatnot, we'd be able to apply it then.
It's quite
Are you in-
ominous. It's quite ominous at the start of a
Yeah.
session.
Really anticipating this.
Ah, crap.
Oh, I think my plan is wilting.
Okay, so, Yerk, you barge through the door. You see the face of Thamra Van Tampa. She realizes who you are, and her hands ball up as you see arcane magic begin to spark. Fiery glyphs appearing around her fingers as she looks at you in shock and surprise. However, we now go to, as she calls out in surprise, this echoes down this corridor where we come to quote-unquote Amric Van Thampa, Sylk in disguise with these guards. You see this is happening. What do you do? You will see this, or you hear this?
Alex, could you just redo the turn order, please?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Mine wasn't registered in it because I was having character sheet problems. I've reloaded now and everything's fine now.
Okay, and you rolled a 12, yeah?
Yeah.
Fantastic, yeah, we got that now. Sweet. So, Sylk, you're first up.
The guys with me, how big are they? They're relatively like normal sized guard type people.
Yeah, they don't seem like the cream of the crop. They seem like the sort of average Baldur's Gate, know how to handle themselves, but are not necessarily the most toughest of combatants. They're nowhere near as heavily or expensively armored as the warriors you faced the other day. They're wielding relatively simple spears, and although they've got the kind of Van Tampa logo on them, they see that they're only wearing like relatively simple leather, sort of chain armor, not even chainmail. It's like a little bit down from that.
I'll turn to the one next to me and go. Actually, I'll turn back to Rhea and to Dolan and go. You get coin from your boss, but you want more coin. I need your support. And say to the other guards, go back and protect inside. These two are cell swords. I'll be able to get them to help.
Okay. Can I get you to roll a deception check, please?
Okay, I can. I do have advantage on deception. Thank God.
Okay. That is an 11. The guards look between them and they sort of frown and they sort of say, we're following the Lady Van Thampa's orders. We'll keep doing that at least until these prisoners are in the cell. Then we'll see what we can do. Make an insight check real quick.
Okay.
They seem to be talking as if something else is in earshot of them. You notice this door ahead, and you think that they seem to be looking towards it with worried glances, as if they are aware that they may be overheard. That is your talking to them is just your free interaction for the turn. You still have your action, bonus action, movement, etc., etc. They're not hostile to you right now, and they are currently counting as surprise, meaning they won't take their turn until the round after this one if things do start to go down and they do start hitting people.
Okay. I'm going to walk back towards Rhea and Dolan and hold out some coins. So 2 5 gold pieces in each hand.
But they're dead. Hate to say it, but they're pretending to be dead.
They're playing unconscious or dead.
Yeah.
These two?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
drank some poison, so we're supposed to be dead.
Oh,
Yeah, they're
sorry,
being
I
sort of
totally
pushed
forgot that.
forward by them. That's
Yeah.
okay.
I will go over there and I will try to pretend to rouse them. Then, following through with my original idea, I'll just All right, they're no use. Leave them here and follow me, and then I'll go back my rest of my movement around and go from there. Good.
Okay. All right, that's your turn.
Yeah.
Mono, over here, you don't actually see what's in here, but you do see the look on Yerk's face. What does Yerk yell out to alert his companions?
I think I found her.
Excellent. Okay. So from there, I'm just going to walk calmly through the door.
Mhm.
So I'm going to cast guidance on myself at this point. So it's 5, 10, and into there. 15. And I'm going to pull out the coin. And I'm going to say, Duke Van Thumper. And I'm going to take a knee and say, thank Tiamat, we have found you. We bring you this coin as a sign of our loyalty. We were working with your son, Mortlock, who turned traitor, but we are still loyal. And please accept this as a sign. Your son, your other son, Amaric, has turned traitor also. He is fighting as we speak. And that's what I'm going to say.
Make a deception check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Uh-huh.
Come on.
Okay, that's a 13. As she stands up looking towards you, so you see these...
I get
sorry, go ahead.
I get a D4 as well.
You will get a D4, yeah. Okay, that is a 17. She, as she stands up and she looks to you, she says, I know my son. Both of them. I know Amric would never turn on me, and I know Mortlock is a traitor, and I know the only reason you would have that coin, if he were dead, or if he had given it to you. And I know that he is not dead. What is your true purpose here? You should have disarmed her. She doesn't now know kind of what you're doing. Like, she did think you were... she saw you... make an insight check, in fact, actually, to try and read her face. Yeah, she should have went from, oh, these guys are trying to kill me, to, what are these guys talking about? You've kind of put her off a bit, though you don't know if this will be enough to dissuade her from calling for help. She does no longer seem to be immediately trying to attack, though. Lucian, unless you have anything else you'd like to do, that'll be your turn.
I'm just gonna move with bowed head and coin outstretched just slightly to the left.
Okay.
And that will do, I think.
I can't believe I stuffed up at the start. I just totally thought that we were taking him as prisoners there. Yeah.
Hearing Mono's little speech, Lucian is very confused. Like, what? What's going on here? But he's really conflicted right now, so he's gonna go out of Lady Van Tamper's sight because he fears she might recognize him. And I guess I would take the dodge action most likely, just waiting to see how this will play out.
Okay.
And also whisper to Mono, I hope you know what you're doing.
Don't say anything.
With that, you see a hidden door from here swing inwards. As a strange figure walks through.
Uh-oh.
A spiny beast wearing a long cloak, covered in barbs, spines, and spikes, steps through as the door opens outwards, and you see it sort of hisses, "My lady, what should we do with these?" Those of you who understand Infernal will be able to hear this.
Rill, for those outside, Rill's eyes go wide, and he goes, "Shit."
The lady says, "I have no idea who." Again in Infernal, I have no idea who these intruders are. Take them to the cells for questioning. And he is gonna step towards you, Mono. Are you gonna resist?
She wants to arrest us.
Not at this stage, no.
Okay. She is going to grab Mono, ready in action, and is going to look to Yerk and say, I presume you've got your weapons out, Yerk?
No, I didn't actually draw my weapons for opening the door.
You see the fiend hisses out to you in common. Weapons on the floor! Nice and slow! With that, it is going to end its turn. It's also going to say, when it addresses Yoke, but it's also kind of addressing all of you. And especially, it's sort of, it doesn't actually, it would be able to see you two as well through the door, just about.
Does it have line of sight on me? Because I don't have line of sight on it.
It would basically know you're there, but we can kind of hear that there's a person there because you're not hiding. But it would not know any details about you, basically. It's got a vague idea that there's a being in that area, but other than that, it's not sure. This creature, I don't think we know. They won't know. Dolan. Oh, yes, sorry, actually, yeah, no, that's it. Also, those of you who can see through the door, you can see a hellish dog wreathed in flames just inside, in amidst these long, large golden candelabras and rich tapestries lining the walls. Dolan, what are you up to?
So, having heard Sylk's attempts at trying to convince them to use us, can I sort of stand up but do it in a sort of that weird, creepy, like cracking my knuckles, making my limbs go at weird angles to try and make it look like I'm undead, and sort of say, "Master, you have raised me from death. How may I serve?"
Roll a deception check. The guards all just look at you, just like eyes. I'll roll insight. These guys are not especially smart, but who knows? Yeah, they look at you as they roll an 18, and they just go, "What? What?" They seem more confused than anything. They don't know what you're on about.
Does that class as my action or just my movement?
Nope, that'll just be your half your movement to get up, and then you're just talking to the guards. That's you're allowed to interact with them.
So I'm just going to look back in the Sylk and go, "I tried," and then I had just before this had just taken a potion of fire breathing, so I want to breathe fire on these two.
On these two,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah, I haven't been able to find that in the compendium. So what do I roll for that?
I believe it's for the spell, the equivalent of the spell Dragon's Breath. So I believe it's a it will be a DC 15 Dex save or take 3d6 fire damage.
And is it halved on a success?
It is indeed.
Oh, I'll roll the d6 and then.
Okay, so the first one rolls a failure. The second one rolls another failure. You turn round as fire drips from your mouth, opening it wide and roaring outwards as flame just completely encompasses these guys. They cry out first in surprise and then in agony as flames wreathe their bodies and they drop to the ground. Both of them are dead. Burnt, charred corpses still gripping the weapons and shields they were holding, their armor melted onto their flesh.
Just as a sort of a bonus thing, I'm just going to sort of burp a bit of ice from my ice breath and go, "Oh, I did not like the taste of that."
Nice. Right.
I think you've got 2 more for the next hour.
I think so.
Cool.
Right. Okay, Rail.
2 seconds, sorry.
In that case, I'll skip across to Yerk. Yerk, you can take your turn.
Okay. I just walk in, just like kind of shoving Mono to the side a little bit, and go, "Well, that didn't work." Just like drawing my great sword.
Okay, as you draw your sword, this guy is going to use his ready action as he sees you're hostile. He's going to attack Mono.
Can I use my action here, please?
Oh, yes. I would say, sorry, because we skipped ahead to your turn, you can, you wouldn't know this was going to happen yet, so that your turn will just come after Yerk's, if that's okay.
Okay.
Okay. He is going to try and stab his tail, his barbed tail, into Mono.
Traitors. You're all traitors.
Does a 14 hit?
No, it does not.
No, however, he was grabbing you previously. However, now he is tightening his grip, so he is now grappling you. So you're also going to take 5 points of damage as he presses you close to his spined body, these barbs sticking out through his robes as you take 5 points of damage.
Okay.
But yes, Yerk, you now get to take your turn.
Yeah. So I've basically just stepped in, and gone, "Well, that didn't work, did it?" Pushed just gently brushed Mono aside, and I'm just going to bring, as I'm drawing my long sword, it's like a great sword, and I'm just going to slash upwards through this horrible spiny looking thing in front of me.
Go for it. That is a 19 to hit. That will hit. Can I ask, is your greatsword is just a standard greatsword, yeah?
It is, yeah.
Okay. Your steel makes little impact against its armored hide. It does cut into him, slicing through some of the barbs, but his thick, scaly, fiendish flesh is extremely difficult for you to break through. You do manage to make an impact though, but it's not as effective as you might have hoped.
Oh, tough one, this one.
Okay. Would you like to do anything else?
Sorry, no, he's just concentrating on this big spiny thing that's just appeared and grabbed Mono.
Okay. Fantastic. Okay, so this guard is.
Could I take my turn now?
Oh yes, sorry, absolutely. Sorry about that.
Poor
Yes, go
Rill.
All right. I'm taking a simple step and going, oh, we can't have that. Sanctuary on Mono.
Ah, thank you. Again.
You like to put that in the chat just so I can have it for easy reference in the future. Thank you. Okay. Also, Rill, make a nature check, please. On a 20.
Oh, ignore the +4.
Yes. So on a 20, you see flame in the back of the throat of this hound, with its fiery skin and red eyes, sharp fangs, as it leers towards you hungrily. And you can see fire welling in the back of its throat. On a 20, you would know this is no ordinary canine. This is a hellhound, a fiend in dog form. And you know that they are famed for being able to breathe fire onto their foes.
Which one?
This fella up
I
here.
think
Oh, I can't see him up there.
we're fighting the spiny dude.
Yeah, we're fighting the spiny dude. We can't see the hellhound.
She should be able to see him. He should be. Hang on, I'll move him. You'll be able to see him through the door, basically. So he's up here. Oh no, the door is closed. I think on my.
It's open on mine. Yeah, I saw him.
I can see through the door, but my light ends there.
Oh, you might not have range, but you'll be able to see him because he's glowing. I'll make him light up for you. This room is well lit as well. So I'll give him some light.
In that case, I would like to call out, watch out for the hellhound at the back there. It breathes fire. Probably immune to fire too.
Okay.
Being that blessed me, time for some smiting.
Okay.
So that will be a Dex 14 save from the spiny thing. Can I try and identify that too?
Oh yeah, make a religion or a nature check. On a 13, you would see that this is some kind of fiend, most likely a devil. It does not seem to be especially high in the hierarchy, but even the mid-ranking devils are exceptionally dangerous. And you would also know that they have you need weaponry that is not made of silver, has difficulty cutting through its hide.
Alright, in that case, I'm going to shout out, Fiend, need silver. Spiny things, Fiend, need silver.
Okay. So, what would you see? You're smiting him, right? He's gonna make a dex save.
Yep.
That is a failure. As the blue light shines down upon it, this does appear to cut into its resistant barbed hide.
Yeah, it's only 3 points of damage, but it helps.
Yes, indeed. Right. Would you like to do anything else?
Finish my movement to take me out of line of sight of this thing.
Of course.
Probably go up here, realize that the Duchess is over there, and then go, oops, and then dash across to the other side again.
Fantastic. Next up is this guard. He is going to see how quickly you took care of these guys. He's actually going to run for this door. Oh, and I need to roll initiative for Rhea as well, because Rhea would be assisting you guys.
Should I also roll for Hanlon? Just.
I'll say Hanlon takes his turn after yours.
Cool. Okay.
Just to simplify things. That is very convenient. There we go. So this guy is going to run over to this door and start banging on it. As he says, he turns to you, Sylk, and he says, "Right, Amit, go get your mother." He knocks on the door and he says, "Mr. Bid, that we got a problem." Alerting whatever is in here.
On my way.
The good Duke is going to raise her hands, looking towards you, Yerk, and she says, "I know you. You interfered with my family's plans long enough." She is going to try and blast you with arcane power. So that is a 19 to hit on one of her attacks.
Yep.
You take 9 points of force damage. She's also going to call out, "Supplicant, your duty calls!" And she retreats back through this door and back up here. Taking cover behind this little alcove. Rhea is going to stand up. She's going to ask you guys, "Right, what do we do now?" That's addressed to you, Dolan, and for Sylk, who I imagine is trying not to break character.
There's 5 gold to help us out. Now that you're up.
Aye. Sure. She's just going to get up and she's just going to dash over to where you are, looking at you with confusion. She still doesn't quite know what she's supposed to do. She does round this corner. This fellow here, he is going to growl, hearing its master's voice call out an infernal, is going to advance. Is going to poke its head out of this door, and then is going to open its mouth wide and pour fire down upon Yerk and Mono. So both of you are going to have to make dexterity saving throws.
Doesn't the beast take it as well?
He
The-
will,
Yeah.
but we will describe that in a second.
I
That
definitely
is a
failed that.
fail. A 17 will succeed. So Yerk, you take the full 23 points of damage. Mono, you only take 11 as fire wreathes around, and you see it burns away the robes of this creature in front of you, but it only leers and smiles as ashes fall down around it as the fragments of its clothes fall away from it, revealed a scaly, barbed form that seems completely unaffected by the flame. And Lucian, you would sort of dart out the way as fire gushes out this door as Yerk is caught in the worst of it. There's also another one over here. And that one is going to come round as well. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. Is going to try, it runs up towards Yerk, and with a yapping bite is going to try and make an attack with advantage. That is a 19 to hit.
Sorry, yeah, that hits.
You are going to take 16 points of fire damage.
So as I get bitten, I just kind of like glare at this dog as it looks like it's taken me down. But I glare at this dog, and as it bites me, thinking it's taking me down, I swipe up with my greatsword, looking to slice its jaw.
Okay. Go for it. Yeah. Are you?
I'm using relentless endurance. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. A 12. A 12 will just miss. Unfortunately, as it tries to bite you and it wriggles around, you feel its fiery teeth sticking into your flesh as you pull yourself through and swipe at it, but it dodges back at the last second, low and growling towards you. Sylk, you hear up ahead that the fight is going, causing some problems. You can also see this guy banging on the door over here, trying to alert something in here.
Okay. Seeing him bang on the door, I'm gonna go 10 feet to there. Just as I go past Rhea, I'm just gonna, as quietly as possible, just say, stay and protect Orlan. Stay here, protect Orlan. And then continue my run, so another 20, and then I want to dash to there. And I want to yell out, if I can. I hope I'm far enough away with the guy being around two corners. I go, Mummykins, they have me!
Ooh. Just make me a flat deception check.
You're standing right outside near where she stood, where she's hiding.
You hear her call back to you. Amric, is that you? Don't worry, we'll deal with him quickly. She seems to be taken in by your ruse. Hang on, I'll just roll for it just in case. Oh, actually, hang on. As she rolls a natural 20 on her insight check.
Fuck's sake.
She says, Amric would never wait. Amric would never call me Mummykins in public. She seems a bit more suspicious than you would like. And with that, it is, unless you have anything else you'd like to do, it is Mono's turn.
So Hanlon will move over here and just hide.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna turn into a spider, so I get very small, and hopefully that takes me out of the grapple.
We'll take you out of the grapple, yes.
Okay, and then I'm gonna book it 20 feet. Yeah, basically as far as I can go. So over there somewhere.
Okay, I'll see, because you've just suddenly turned into a spider. I'll see if I'll get them both to make I'll get you to make a, basically, are you...
A stealth?
A stealth check, yeah, just to see if you can actually, like, evade their notice, because they wouldn't be expecting you to do this at all.
Okay.
Okay, so both of them are going to notice. This guy in particular has a very good passive perception.
Okay.
And they will. However, he has used his reaction, so only the beast will get an attack of opportunity.
And I get its sanctuary as well on me.
Oh yes, so he has to make a wisdom save. He does succeed though. Does an 11 hit?
As a spider, probably.
I don't know if it would actually. Let me check.
Okay, I've got it up.
Should have more than 14 decks
Yes,
as a spider.
yes, you do indeed. That does
Nice.
barely miss as its
Just misses.
jaws snap right behind you as you
Phew.
scuttle away across the floor in your spider form.
Okay,
And I'll give you a little spider icon to denote that.
thank you. There isn't anything else I can do. No, that's. Do I get a bonus though? So I might hide at this point.
Can you hide? I don't think you can hide as a bonus action as a spider. I think you need to hide as an action.
Got you. Fair enough.
Okay.
Done.
Lucian.
Yeah, I'm not a goblin.
You see that Yerk is in trouble.
I don't see Yerk yet, but I would go into the room, seeing all that fire just burst out. Yerk, are you? Oh my god! Seeing Yerk.
Yeah, Yerk is just like his armor is still smoking and glowing slightly as the fire was burnt over it. As he just stood there taking all of this, as you see the flaming bite marks in his arm, as well as the hound was like dragging its head around, trying to tear flesh from his arm. But he stood strong.
I'm gonna quickly try to apply some first aid to him and tell him maybe we should pull back a bit. Meet with the others.
Okay, so yeah, Yerk, you take 9 points of healing.
Thank you.
Would you like to do anything else?
I guess no, that's it. I'll move.
Okay.
Actually, I think I'll use Shillelagh as a bonus action on my quarterstaff, turning it into like this almost smoldering piece of wood, and just move a bit back, trying to regroup with the others.
Okay. Yeah, you'd be able to do that. Which is good for you, because this guy was about to go for you, but as you have retreated, he is instead going to go for Yerk on his turn, as he calls out, you will fall. It says it in Infernal, and is going to try and attack you with first off with its tail. That is a miss. Then with its claws, that is a miss. And does a 16 hit?
No, a 16 doesn't hit.
Yes.
Okay. As you barely manage to remain
done.
standing.
The new armor paying
your
off.
New splint armor, yes.
You dodged like a mofo.
With this guy banging on the door, this person, I say person, you see Dolan, you would barely hear like the sound of feet leaving in a gruff voice speaking in common. This creature saying, "What you want? Need to watch the prisoners." And the guard's gonna say, "There's a dragon person. He breathed on us. He's killed 2 of us." He's like, fine, I'll take care of it." And he is going to advance. He's not going to be able to get up to Dolan, but he is going to come up to here, see Dolan, and then take the dodge action. Then there are also a bunch of cultists in here. And they are going to draw their daggers on their mistress's command and charge forward with unholy fervor towards... they're not going to get very far, though. In fact, a couple of them are actually going to come out round here and try and flank round. As you hear their footsteps echoing away, these 2 are going to dash forward. One of them getting to here, the other one getting to here. Dolan.
Right. What does this guy look like? Just coming towards me.
Oh, you see him. Make a religion check with advantage. You're not sure exactly, but he is definitely some kind of fiend. You see his strange purplish skin masking what seems to be a spiny, scaly beard made not of hair, but almost like of living coils of spiky growth, or like snakes or something. You see he's got long clawed toenails and a tail sticking out from behind him. This is clearly some kind of fiend.
Okay. I'm just gonna, in that case, charge up to him, and I've got disadvantage, right, because he's dodging.
You would, yeah.
So I'm going to pull out the silvered flail and take a swing.
A 10 will miss. As your shot, he ducks under as your silver flail flashes over the top of his head. You see, as he sees the silver, his eyes go wide and his slit pupils dilate. He seems not so much of a fan of this silver. Right. Would you like to do anything else?
I don't think there's not much else I could do. There's nothing to do with my bonus action, I don't think. So,
I mean,
yeah, that's it.
The only other thing you could do, if you wanted, you could move random, but if you want to stay there, that is fine. Rill.
No, I'll stay engaged.
Okay. Rill.
Light is doing something funny there.
The light is.
Yeah, there's still a black triangle.
Black triangle. Okay, I'll think that might be because of not all of these are causing light. I'll see if I can get that fixed for you. So no, that is strange. I don't know if you can work with it, but
Yeah, it's not a problem.
Explorer mode on this. Because it shouldn't be. What I'll do is I'll put on daylight mode and see if that helps. Because this would be well lit areas anyway. That any better?
Yeah, that's fine.
Fantastic.
Right. Spotting that guy stepping in there, we're going to step around this way, so I can see Yerk and realize the world of shit that he's in. Can we hold the door?
You want to close the door?
No. More asking Yerk than anything else. And as I'm doing so, being that blessed me, we picked the wrong target for Sanctuary. Sanctuary on Yerk.
Okay.
I don't think so.
You wouldn't, but you're not being hit.
You're a spider, that's all the defense you need.
And he gets 15 hits back.
Nice. As you empower your healing to flow through him. Right, is that all you do?
Falling back to here.
Okay.
I imagine they've seen me, they know what I'm doing, but
Yes, you've definitely passed through their line of sight a couple of times here, so they wouldn't really know exactly what you're doing as you're sort of running around sort of doing vague bits of magic, but you look, you're definitely a bit eye-catching, so they have a very good idea that you're there. Yerk, it's now your turn. You are now surrounded with a spell of Sanctuary.
That's good. So upon seeing 4 more enemies running into this room.
I don't think Real actually cast Sanctuary on him. I think he just cast Cure Wounds.
no, I cast Sanctuary too. Sanctuary is oh crap, sorry, I can't do that.
You can't
That
do
is
both.
true, yes, sorry, I should have caught that, because you weren't transferring it, you were casting a new spell, so yeah, that you won't be able to do that.
Can you
so
transfer Sanctuary?
I don't believe you can.
No.
No. I was thinking because you can do it with some spells like Hunter's Mark and whatnot, but not with Sanctuary. So yeah, Yerk is currently unsanctuaried. I mean, if you want to do the Sanctuary instead of the healing, that's up to you.
In that case, Yerk, which would you prefer?
Honestly, the healing, I think, at this point in time.
All right, the healing it is then.
Sanctuary remains on Mono, who is now a happy little protected spider.
Oh no, I can't do that. Never mind. That was spell. So.
Okay, right.
Sorry,
yeah, you're healed, but you are not sanctuaried. What are you doing?
Which way did you say this door opened again? Sorry.
This one opens inwards, as they both open into this room.
Okay. So I'm gonna disengage upon seeing all these bad guys here, and as I run past the door, I'm gonna grab the handle and like pull it shut
Yeah,
and like
you
hold
absolutely
it
can
there.
do that. No one is holding it shut at the minute, so that will go unopposed.
Wait, so I can't hold it shut as I.
No, you can.
Okay, yeah, and then like bar the handle using my greatsword, so it's like stopping the
Ooh.
handle from moving backwards.
Okay. Right. Yeah, you do so. Slamming the greatsword into place, I'll say that won't cause an issue. I will say that this door does not. The problem with that though is that because this is a fake door, it's basically a sliding piece of plaster that opens inwards. It's going to be quite difficult. It doesn't have a traditional handle per se. Basically, I'm going to need you to make a sleight of hand check to try and wrangle this into working.
Yeah.
Oh, on a natural 20, you
yeah.
are able
Nice.
to. You've been watching some of the knots that Dolan's been doing when he's been sailing, and you fashion yourself a nice little way. You're actually able to put your greatsword pommel through a series of knots, holding it in place, pressing it into the brickwork, and find a nice crack in the mortar, and it is fully wedged. And that is now going to be, that 21 is now going to be DC they have to beat in order to break down this door.
That should hold them for a while.
Okay. Nice. So this guard is going to rush and assist. He's a little bit scared of this guy, so he's just going to go up here. And he is going to... He did just see you melt two of his friends. Make an intimidation check, Dolan.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, he is not going to be especially intimidated by you. He is able to overcome his fear. I'll see if he can, actually. Yeah, he rolls a 10, so he's able to. He's going to just try and poke at you. Does a 19 hit?
No.
Okay, his spear clatters off your shield. The good Duke is going to shout out, "What are you doing? Stop messing about and open that door!" And is going to ready in action. So strike at someone, whoever goes through that door. Rhea is going to run past and sees this fiend assaulting you, Dolan. Runs back behind him, and since he was not expecting attack from this angle, her attacks will be made with advantage. However, only one of them hits. Slashing into him. He says, "This is for Elturel, you devilish bastard!" Slashing into him with a powerful strike. As he crawls out, and he's now caught between two foes. You see the Hellhound is going to try and break through the door. It is going to make an athletics check to do so. However, it's not it's strong, but it's not particularly proficient in this. And it's unable, as you hear the bam bam and the scrabbling and the raveling and like fiery breath coming from the other side of the door as you sort of hold it in place, your sword wedging it in position. It is unable to get through for now. This one, because they're quite... I'll see if they'll make an intelligence check to know to get out of the way of the door after they've tried to break it down. They're not very smart. Yeah, they're not going to be smart enough. This one is also going to try and do so, but the position means he'll have a disadvantage. That is not going to do it. First, your Sylk is coming in full Amric Van Thamper guise, and I imagine you would have cleared this with the party beforehand, so they know that it's you.
Yeah,
Kill
they
him.
knew- They knew that was. They knew that was happening.
Indeed.
I thought I was pretty convincing with my thing. I don't necessarily know whether she fully gets it.
Yeah, she sounded suspicious for certain. You don't know to what extent she was hiding her suspicion or playing it up in order to provoke something from you. You're not sure.
Okay. I will... Oh, God. Snuck all the way through an entire house to end up at the same spot in the tunnel. Still have no idea what I'm doing. 5. Okay. Which one? I don't know. Where's the door?
The door is directly. You would actually struggle to make out. Make a perception check real quick. But you can see that from where Yerk is, you could probably be able to intuit it. Yeah. You see the patch of brickwork that looks suspiciously grimy at about a hand height, and you surmise that is the door. Is an almost invisible seam in the wall as well. As Yerk's sword is like jammed in place, holding it as it's wedged in between the brickwork and the plaster door.
Okay. Can I? Is it possible? I mean, that's my movement to there. I want to. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold my. I'm gonna hold my. I don't know. Basically, we'll stand there. Yerk's looking pretty damaged. I'm gonna dash. Can I dash and bump Yerk out of the way and be in the same spot? Is that possible, sort of, to get that I'm holding onto the sword? Or
you'd be able to stand if you stand next to Yerk here. Then you'd be able to grab onto the sword as well. I mean, the sword is stuck fast and it's holding it in place, so you don't need to hold on to
I'm gonna stand and put my hands up with the don't shoot sort of way, and then that's my turn.
Okay.
Don't hit me sort of to try to stop them from attacking if they get through.
Well, they
the door.
can't see through the door. They've just
I know,
seen...
that's what I mean. So
Yeah.
just if they get through the door,
just
I've
so
got
they
my
get
hands
through.
up if they get,
Exactly.
so that hopefully that gives them pause.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Mono, you are a spider.
Talking of pause, so I'm gonna pop out of spider, which takes a bonus action, and then I'm gonna cast my boar toys next to Yerk on the left-hand side. So there we go. And he is gonna hopefully help him keep the door closed in some fashion.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna move
Also,
slightly down the corridor.
yeah, well, that'll definitely aid. Would you like your spirit to do anything?
No, he's just gonna help him keep the door closed if he can. If he can't do that, then he'll just ready an action to attack anyone who comes through the door.
Okay. You also hear a banging coming from from down the corridor. You hear a voice, frail and elderly, call out, "What is this? What's going on?" As all this commotion down the hall has seemingly alerted someone in here, but they don't appear to be leaving just yet.
I missed which direction that was, sorry.
Sorry, I'm on the wrong layer. Over here. Over to your east.
Okay, yep.
Lucian.
Lucian's gonna ask Sylk, are the others injured? Where are they?
No, they're just they're behind me.
Do they need medical attention?
I don't believe so yet. I don't know.
Seem to have things under control here. I'll go really quick to check on them. And I'm gonna take the dash action and just like, oh my god, this is far away. The land of far away.
Took me 2.5 turns to get here, man.
We're just trading places at this point.
Yeah.
It's all good.
That's my
right.
turn.
This fellow up here is going to curse because these stupid hellhounds are getting in the way. First off, he's going to try and barge past them. Is going to succeed on that, and then is going to try and go for the door. is not able to open the door in his first one, but he gets to make another one because he gets 3 attacks. He's still not able to get through the door. He's wrenching, and you hear more scrabbling and the sounds of wrenching effort as this door is beginning to be pounded and buckled as people try to push against it, but it is so far holded strong. This guy is a little bit surrounded right here, which he's not expecting, but he's more than happy enough for this. He's going to attack Dolan a couple of times. That is a... so a 17 misses. Does the 21 hit? Okay, make me a concentration saving throw. As his beard lashes out to you, you duck out the way, and he uses that as an opportunity to jab you in an exposed flank with his long halberd-like glaive. That is a success. Okay, you're unaffected. You only take 4 points of slashing damage.
Can I just ask, is Rhea having her turns? Or did she get a turn?
Having her turns. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
she's in the turn order.
Yeah, I just missed her.
She's made a couple of swings.
Right.
These guys are going to try and assist on breaking down the door. However, only one of them is going to be able to do so because of too many people in the way. It's going to fail. It might be a while before it gets open. These two are going to run down here.
This is how
you
it
hear
works
shouting as they make their way down. They're going to get another 30 feet.
There's not much else I can do. I mean,
and you hear their footsteps
and Sylk
approaching
is
from
trying
down
to make
this
sure
corridor.
that there's some disguise still left,
Okay.
if needed.
Dolan.
I'm gonna sort of shout at the the demon in front of me. Be gone, you evil bastard! And I'm gonna use Abjure the Extra Planar.
Yes.
Okay, so what kind of save is that?
That's a DC 12 Wisdom save.
That is that is an 11.
Hey.
So with that, you raise your symbol of Baphomet, and it shines with a golden light. Not Baphomet, Bahamut, very different. You raise the symbol of Bahamut as it shines with a golden light, and you hear the echoing roar of metallic dragons reverberating through the cavern as this fiend cries out, and in a blink of an eye, he is gone. How long does that last for?
It says it spends its turn moving away from you as fast as it can.
Oh, okay. So he's not banished, but he is. He does have to get out of here. Okay, that's fine.
He's basically frightened. He has to move away.
Gotcha. Okay,
Nice.
that's your action, right?
Yes. Yeah. And I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, his eyes goes wide as he is filled with fear once again. He is not looking happy. Real. You hear footsteps of a couple of cultists running down this corridor over here. You about, Bolt?
Yeah, sorry, I was just thinking.
No problem.
Can I identify how many footsteps?
Yeah. It sounds like about 2 people.
Alright, I am going to retreat this way a bit. 10, 20, 30. And I'm holding my action.
Okay. What are you holding your action for?
Warning Yerk, though. We have company coming around here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm holding my action for sleep.
Oh, nice. Yerk, you're up.
So upon hearing this old man's voice and looking at the 2 people next to him, he's like, "You guys got this," and then he's gonna run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet in this direction. See the man come around the corner and go, come quick, they're overwhelming us. Come on, come quick. As I like point back in the direction I've run from, just like saying they're overwhelming us because I'm currently dressed as like a Van Tampa guard, heavily armored and bloodied.
They did. I will say these guys did see you. They were the same guys who were up over here, and they got a glimpse of you through the doorway before they ran out the other way. But I'll still say make a persuasion check with disadvantage. Okay, on a 13, I'll basically. And they get. I'll roll. They have Dark Devotion, so I'll roll this with advantage. Yeah, they are say, Our Lady commands you must die. You will die for the glory of Zariel. And they continue to rush forward.
Oh, Zariel gets whites cleaner.
Can I take the dash action then and run back?
Yes.
That has epically failed.
Get the door. Get the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
I love that you said one of those guys, and one of them's a pig, and he's just kind of nodding. Pig tortoise.
Yeah, one of these pals.
Yeah.
A pig tortoise can be a fella.
Yeah.
This guard is going to see that his big, strong ally is looking on the verge of breaking and running. He is also going to realize this is not looking good for him. He is going to disengage and start making his way towards the exit. And get as far as the charred corpses of his companions. The Duke is calling back, "What's taking you fool so long?" And she is, and you hear echoing footsteps as she is also going to try and go around. She is actually no, she's going to move forward, and she herself is going to try and open the door using her strength, which is not insignificant actually. No, she is not able to open that. She has 2 attacks though. Oh, wow. Okay. So,
Mama
on a
Van
natural
Tamper.
20, double natural 20s, might I add. You see, a BAM! And she pulls back her fist and just slams her fist into this door, smashing it open completely off its hinges. The door is gone as she smashes through it. She's rolled up her sleeves to her dress, and she has a manic look in her eyes as she gazes towards all of you. She looks towards you, Sylk, and she says, "I don't know what you've done with my son, but I will end you." She does not look pleased.
Does David the Bortoise get an attack? David?
Yes, he would, though she does have half cover.
Okay. Let us see. He gets pack tactics, so I don't know if that works because
he'll have advantage. Yeah.
okay. More.
Oh, that'll hit.
Nice. Oh, sorry, I haven't got the thing set up.
Just
Just
clicking it, right? Yeah, you're just clicking it. So that's 9 points of damage.
Okay. 9 points
As
of
you
damage.
slams into her. She is going to gaze towards this thing, and she says, "Ah, petty beast, be gone!" She's going to use the Hellish Rebuke. It's going to need to make a dex save.
Okay.
And this is...
Doesn't make it.
Yep. So, it's going to do 18 points of damage as it is wreathed in flame as she raises her hand as this creature strikes at her, and she immolates it in fire. So yeah, it's down to 12.
Yeah.
Rhea is going to continue to try and hack away at this fellow here. That is going to be a miss. That is going to be a miss. Actually, no, with 13 hits. And she deals a not inconsiderable amount of damage to this fellow. as he starts to make a break for it. And then, because it's going to be just running away, she is just going to start going 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Bumps into you, Lucian. He's be like, what's going on up there?
Lucian's gonna look back, seeing that the door has been broken up. Trouble, lots of trouble, lots of devils.
Right. These hellhounds. Oh boy. So one of them still has a breath. I think if it were to go in here, if it were to go over here, I don't think it can get all of you without getting its mistress. But it will go for the bestial spirit, and it will go for Yerk as it makes another. As this one is going to make a breath attack through towards you guys. So you need to make a dex save. Yerk and bestial spirit.
I moved out of the way and it still hits me. 12.
Both of those will succeed. So you're only going to take 12 points of damage each.
Oh, he's gone.
As
David, no.
As a fiery breath roars outwards, immolating the bestial spirit. The Bortus is down, and Yerk, you also find yourself in a little bit of bother, though. I think you're still up, right?
Yeah, I'm still up, yeah.
Okay. The other one is going to bound forward, and it is on the Duke's command is going to go for you, Sylk, as she has seen through your disguise.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to make attack with advantage, but it misses on an 8 and a 9.
Mm-hmm.
And then it is going to push forward to make room for its allies, and it's going to come here, snarling and yapping at you as you barely able to dodge out the way of its fiery teeth and maw. And with that, it is your turn.
Okay. All right. Well, the jig is up in relation to
Yeah, she did
who I
roll a
look
natural
like.
20 insight.
That's fine. If I was to go back here, I'd have line of sight on her. If I was to go back there, I'm trying to work out where the door is. I can't.
The door has been smashed forward
Yeah,
off its
so
hinges as you punched it down.
I'm actually going to step back a step to there and pull out my... I'm still going to stay looking like... I think I can still stay looking like him anyway, just for the sake of looking in her eyes as I do this.
You won't get an attack opportunity because she's already used her reaction.
Yeah, I saw her swipe out at him at the beast, so with that. So then I'll step back there and then take out my bow and just go... mummikins. And then I will take a shot at her with my bow.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Yep.
I think she'll get half cover here, but it's not going to make a difference as that does hit.
Nice.
Okay. Then
she's going to take 10 points of damage. The arrow slices into just the top of her dress.
Want her to make a strength saving throw of... Ooh. Yeah, I want to make a strength saving throw. DC 11.
That is a success.
Ah, damn it.
As you see, underneath her dress, her muscles now are rippling. She's rolled her sleeves back, her fists are raised. She is extremely angry.
She does, however, still take 2d6 fire damage from the thing, but she just doesn't have... Oh, God. You are
really?
kidding me. Wow.
2 1s.
Wow. I'm not used to this rune yet, okay? I'm not used to this.
She's just eyes blazing. She just says, "You will tell me what you have done with my favorite son, and then you will perish."
Okay, and then I'll take a second shot at her anyway with my War Priest, because that's the bonus action to do that.
Go for it. 23 will also hit.
Another 6.
That's 6.
And why not? I'll action surge as well. And take another shot at her.
Go for it. That will also hit for another 9. The arrows come thick and fast as you see, fling, fling, pong, as one makes most of them just scraping by the final one now, making a severe impact in her. She is now looking pretty bloodied as the arrow is now dripping from her chest. She seems a little bit less confident than she did previously.
Yeah. And that'll be that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I think Frumpkin. I wanted to call him Frumpkin. Hanlon.
That's a different show.
It's a different show. Hanlon will try to run away and get in behind or near this spider over here if he can.
Oh, I'm mono again.
Oh, you're mono again. Then he will get in behind mono.
Yeah.
Okay.
You stay here.
Speaking of which, Mono, you're up.
Okay, so just a question. When I saw Lady Van Thamp, what was she wearing? Was she wearing any armor or anything like that?
She just seems to be wearing a dress. Like, it's quite an elegant ball gown that she's now ripped, as she ripped down the sleeves off to smash through this door with her not inconsiderable muscles. She does not seem to be wearing much in the way of armor.
Okay, so I'm going to move up to 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to move up to here. I'm going to drop another Bortoise in front of the door. So we can resurrect that one. And then I'm going to drop the bear spirit. I wonder if I can get everyone. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Is that
30.
a bonus action? Yeah,
Yes.
it is, isn't it?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think I can only get real
So fun.
myself, Yerk,
Bang, bang. This is what he can
Amric, and the beast. But we all get 9 extra points, temporary hit points.
So yeah, you see the friendly bear once again appears, filling you with resolve to continue, granting you the strength and endurance to go on. You'll gain 9 temporary hit points.
That was me as well there, Mono.
Yeah, I think so. Yes, definitely.
Cool. Awesome.
Okay, Lucian.
Lucian's just going to be desperately sprinting in this direction, panting.
You're just running back and forth.
Yeah. I'm here. I'm here. And
Just as you get there, the bear dissipates.
No, it's up for a minute. It's up for a minute.
Up for a minute. Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, you'll be able to get it. So does Lucian now gain the temporary hit points as well?
You don't get it when you run into it. It's only when it pops out, I'm afraid. But unless you want to say that he's running towards and suddenly gets the bonus.
He doesn't get it. No.
Oh, all right then.
The bear, you see the bear, but the bear doesn't seem to like it very much anymore.
Sorry, I'm going to move an extra 10. I've got another 10 feet of movement, so I'm just going to move there as well.
Sure.
So that is my go.
Yep. And that's my turn. I'm just gonna spend my bonus action to pant from all this running.
This guy is going to he is gonna push past. He's gonna squeeze through. I think he'll be able to get through this. Yeah, because this. Well, I think what he's gonna have to do is he's gonna have to make attacks against the bestial spirit in order to get through. He is actually no. He's just going to hang back and hold some flame. He's going to go over to here. He's going to try and hurl some flame towards that bestial spirit of yours. Actually, Mono, are you in? Ooh, he is quite smart. No, he wouldn't be able to see. He's going to hurl it towards the bestial spirit. That is a 10, a 21. So it takes 15 damage on the second attack as fire is wreathed in his hand and flung forward, slamming into that spirit.
15.
So,
Okay, so 20,
I'm gonna
24.
I'm gonna make that attack hit the Duke.
Oh! So,
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
You raise your hand, and there's a momentary distract. It seems to hold perfectly down her face. You raise your hand, and like a cloudy shield of magical force appears on the far wall. Yerk, you duck down under it. It bounces off that and flies out and smacks him in the face.
That's genius.
Ah! But you incompetent! As your Bortus No Mark II is completely fine, and he's gonna sort of cringe and sort of say, sorry, mistress, that was not expected. This guy. So, remind me what your ability does. Can you put it in the chat, Dolan?
Yeah. So basically, he has to use his dash action to run away.
Okay. Yep. So it is just gonna start running for it.
I get an attack of opportunity, I assume.
Yeah. It lasts until it takes damage, so I imagine you would want to hold off on that.
No, I want to cut the git.
Okay, sure, go for it as he uses action to dash away, make an attack roll. That's gonna hit.
Can I a divine smite to that?
Absolutely. So an additional 3d8. For 8 points of damage. This thing is looking very beaten up, and it's used its action to dash already, but it is no longer turned as it turns its attention back towards you. But that did use up its entire turn. Right, these guys.
Does it stay there, or does it continue to move? Sorry, Alex, does it stay there or continue to move?
What it did is it used the dash action, it started moving, you got the attack on it, it stopped it, and now it's come back.
Oh, just to say, my bestial spirit got to go after me.
Oh,
so,
yeah, sure.
So it should have an attack. It gets advantage against the thing, but
no allies within 5 feet of her.
No, it's just against. She's looking quite beat up, is she?
Reasonably beat up, yeah.
All right, so he's going to take a hit against the Duchess or the Duke.
That will
Come
hit.
on. Woo.
9 again.
She is going to cry out in pain. As you see, she calls out, aid me!
It's basically just going to sort of lazily chomp at her, like it's eating a potato. Or a kind of lettuce or something.
This one is going to grab onto the Duchess, and as she falls back from this bite, is going to drag her away. The bestial spirit will get an attack of opportunity, but only against the cultist, not against the Duchess.
Okay, again another lazy jump.
A natural one will miss.
Very
lazy.
As he
too lazy. He's still eating the other one.
Action to pull away 30 feet, and actually is going to push her in here. As you hear a faint lifting noise of a cloth, and then a clunk of something closing.
It's still got one of her toes in his mouth. Biting down.
These two guys are going to run down here. Their sacrificial daggers raised as you see their dark red cloaks. They're not going to be able to do anything, but they run up and go, and then dodge. Okay, Dolan.
No, they don't. They run up and go, and then they make...
Yeah, roll the sleep.
5d8.
Oh yeah, they're both out of there. They go, and then you just slump down to the ground to sleep.
Nice. It's kind of like Jackie Chan comedy as they run around the corner. Right.
And with that, it is now Ril's turn. So that was Doran's turn first, sorry, and then it's Ril's turn.
Yeah, so as that guy's decided to stop running away, he's getting another smack in the head.
Okay, a 13 will hit. For 7 points of damage as you cut into him, the silver burning through his resistant flesh.
Oh, still up.
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
You can smite this if you want. Or you can roll it if you
Yeah. No, I'll smite him. That's 3d8, yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh, for 12 points of damage, slamming into him, your flail glowing with the power of Bahamut as you slam into him. He's looking extremely injured and having second thoughts about this whole endeavor. Rill.
Looking quite pleased at the effects of my sleep spell. I'm moving up to here. Who is this that I can see?
That appears to be a cultist barring the way between the Bortus and to protect the lady he's just dodging. Ooh. So I will say it's that you can see. So who are you baning?
The cultist?
I would say if you were to, you would know that there's other people, and like you can't like they aren't in your like game line of sight, but you would be able to basically know that they're there and like be within like in real terms within their line of sight. So you'd actually be able to get these guys.
There's the dog as well.
Yeah. So
Dog is right in front of you.
Yeah, the spell says who I can see, though, I think.
This guy
No. 3 creatures of my choice that I can see within range.
Yeah. So you can see him. You can see him, and you.
I'm going to have a go. I don't know if he's there for definite, but I'm going to have a go at cultist that I can see there, Hellhound, and Bone Devil thing.
Yeah, you would basically, although like you wouldn't be able to see him on the battle map, you'll be able, if you would know that if you like went to the right angle over there, you could lean around, and you know he's there because he's very obviously not hiding and hurling flame and stuff, and you saw that come out. So I'd say you can get them as well. So,
Charisma saving throws DC 14.
Okay, this guy's going to have advantage. So he only barely saves. This guy, the doggy, is not going to have advantage. That is a failure. And this guy also fails. So your Bane lands upon these guys. So they find themselves cursed with rotten luck.
Just out of curiosity, is that the other one that it hit? Was that the cultist or was it the Bone Devil?
It was the cultist, unfortunately. The devil did manage to succeed.
No, that's all right.
Barely with a 14. But he did have good odds, to be fair. Okay. Would you like to do anything else, Will? As you raise your hand and you hear... So how are you kind of cursing these guys with bad luck?
Being that blessed me, be their bane.
Yeah, and you see sort of strange wispy blue smoke amid to sort of form around them as they suddenly start looking a little bit more clumsy and awkward. Right, Yerk.
Well, my great sword is no longer in my hand, so I'm gonna draw.
The great sword, yeah, it exploded. It slammed outward. I should have said as she punched the door down, it sort of basically burst outwards and slammed into the wall beside you.
Taking note of that, but also the fact that some woman, like this, the large Lady Van Thamper, has just punched through a wall. I'm just going to draw my longsword and strike down at this beast in front of me.
Go for it.
Don't you have one of the silver short swords?
I do.
I will say on your 20 nature check, Rill, you would know that the silver vulnerability only affects this guy, not his pets.
Okay, never mind then.
Do I get advantage because of flanking?
Nope, not random flanking.
Okay. So it's a 9.
Yeah, that will miss as your sword slices through the air beside this creature as it sort of turns this way and that, trying to figure out who it's going to attack next. Would you like to do anything else?
Yeah, then I'm going to take a big breath in as I just recover some hit points.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh,
that's-
nice.
Very
Uh,
nice.
Plus 2, so that's 14 in total.
Yeah, good job.
How are you looking now? Are you looking hurt?
Still a bit hurt, yeah.
Okay.
This guy, seeing that his companion is the person who is again trying to be on his side is getting destroyed, he is going to continue to run away 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, he's going to get all the way into here. The good Duchess is now has been escorted to relative safety. Is going to poke her head round here. Have a look towards the Bortus, and he's going to say, "Ah, foul thing! I thought I would have killed you." And is going to, you see arcane energy rising in her hand as she hurls 2 blasts of force towards it. That is a 13 to hit and a natural 20 to hit.
Both hit, yeah.
Okay, the first does 12 and the second does 14.
26. So he's on 13 points.
And then she is going to fall back and go back to her little hidey spot.
David just spits out her toe. Takes the damage.
Love it.
Rhea is going to dash ahead 60 feet over here. That's all she can do, really. The hounds. So this one is going to try and bite at the spirit with advantage. There's 15 to hit for 14 points of damage.
Yep. He is
It bites
no more.
into the neck of this creature as he sort of wraps its head around, and you see it's burning as the spirit dissipates. And then I'll roll to see if he gets his thing back. Okay. And then this one is going to try and make an attack against you, Sylk, but it will not have advantage, and it will also have a D4 subtracted from it. So that will, with the D4 subtracted, that will be a miss. So then I will roll to see if he gets his thing back. Okay. Sylk.
Okay. 2 guys sleeping at the end. I will step into the doorway because first time I've been there. Oh, okay. Probably can't fake these ones out. I will. What do I want to do? Okay. I'll get in there, and as an. Oh God, sorry. As I will, for the first time, I will actually fire off, looking inside and not really getting my arrow. I will fire off a sacred flame at the guy in the middle of the room. Sort of stepping in the door and seeing these 2 things in front of me. Hit that one with the sacred flame if I can.
As you blast the sacred flame towards it, he does manage to dodge it on a natural 20.
Okay.
As he dives out the way, the fire raining down, narrowly avoiding him.
And then I will take the attack of opportunity to step in the room.
Okay. So you're going here? So
yeah.
the dog's going to get attack of opportunity. You will have half cover, but it will have advantage.
And it's got Bane on it. No.
That one is not Baned. Oh.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Both of the... Okay, so the one that
I see.
So there are 2. So there's one inside you get attack of opportunity from. You'd have half cover from that. The other one does not have half cover, but it is Bane. So the first one, that is a 23 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
For 16 points of damage, 10 piercing, 6 fire. The second one is going to make an attack. That is a 19 to hit, but I do have to subtract a d4. So does a 15 hit?
Nope.
Nice.
So
Good
it
one,
looks like it was going to go through, but this blue wispy smoke that's sort of floating around it sort of just flows up its nostrils. The last second, it just little like a doggy sneeze. This little fire comes out, no, right before it's about to bite you.
Okay. And then... Ah, okay. It might have been a stupid move. Whatever.
Well, we'll see, I guess.
Yeah. Bonus action, I will put Shield of Faith on myself.
That might be wise. Mono.
Okay, so who's looking more hurt, Yerk or Sylk at this stage? From what I can see.
Sylk did just take a pretty nasty bite.
That was the first, yeah. I'm not bloody or anything, but
Okay.
I was gonna say Yerk's still a bit bloody.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Healing Word on Yerk. So that is 5 points of damage back to him. And at the same time, because I think you let me do this last time, can I cast a cantrip now?
Yes, you can. Yes.
All right, so I'm going to cast Frostbite on the, I think on the Hound. Actually, no, the cultist at the door.
Okay, so what kind of save is that?
Frostbite is
Con save, right?
con, yeah.
It will fail.
Okay.
As you see, numbing frost. It's trying to dodge. He's trying to dodge and weave with dagger in hand, but you see the frost is falling upon him as Ryan begins to kick his legs as he struggles, and you see his movements become slower and slower. As he is, especially with that bane, the blue smoke is going to assist in him not being able to avoid that cold, and he is looking pretty weak now, actually, as the cold saps his strength, and he begins shivering and looks on the verge of dropping his weapon.
Okay, so he gets disadvantage on any attack.
He is not going to hit shit. This is going to be great. Fantastic.
Does he also get disadvantage on dex saves?
I don't think so.
I think it's just attacks. He will
It's
get
just attack rolls.
He is Bane, so that will affect his dex saves, though.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay, Lucian.
I just moved back a bit.
Lucian's gonna psych himself up and just come running at the sound, staff raised, trying to bonk it over the head with his shillelagh, like screaming,
try and attack the
screaming
dog.
so he can. And he misses.
The dog is dodging and weaving out the way as your staff falls next to him. Would you like to do
And then
anything
she just looks in the face of this really angry dog and like,
right. This guy is going to start getting its fire out and hurling it towards you, Sylk.
that's the first time he's seen Amric in this fight, by the way.
He saw
Because I was hidden behind there. I was hidden and moved across over to here from where he is.
That's a good point, actually.
That was my hope when I ran in the room.
I will make an insight check. Okay. He is going to be temporarily confused. He's going to call out to you and he sort of say, "What kind? What? What you? What? He's. Who are? Why are you here? What you? Are you with them?" He's going to see the dog attack you, but he's not going to be brave enough to attack you just yet. He's instead going to launch some fire at Yerk. That is an 18 to hit on you, Yerk. And a 23.
So as this first fireball comes towards me, as I'm gripping my sword, you see the shimmer of light surround me, and it just the first one bounces off, and the second one's for
23.
Yeah, that one still hits.
Okay, you're going to take 8 points of damage as your shield butts the first one, but then a small crack forms in the green shield that rises, and the second one smashes through it, blasting you in the chest. Okay, and then is going to come forward to further hem in and question you, seemingly confused as to what you're doing. This guy He's looking pretty bad. So he's going to try and dash away. You'll get an attack of opportunity on him, Dolan.
Oh, I'm trying to get my mouse to work.
Oh, that'll hit. Oh, for 12. As he turns to run, you slam your silver into the back of him, and he screams in anguish as it burns into him as his his form falls away into ash, as your head falling off his body and then shriveling up as smoke begins to rise on it. And this is yet another fiend you have banished back to the 9 hells. He's out of here. These cultists are asleep. This one is gonna try and do his best to attack you. First off, he's gonna make an insight check to see if he knows who you are. He's like, Master Amric, what do we do?
Fall back.
Of course. And he's gonna try and go back to the door. Are you gonna attack of opportunity on him, or are you gonna hold off?
I'm gonna hold off for a little bit longer. Try to pressure this guy.
Okay. He's gonna fall back into here. This one is. Is there another one somewhere? I thought there was another one somewhere. I guess there isn't. Okay, that's fine. Oh yeah, he's up here.
The Duke.
Yeah, he's up here. So he's gonna run in, see the same thing, and he's just gonna ignore. Say, "Oh, we're falling back, of course," and he's gonna stand up here and ready in action. As you add to the confusion, Dolan.
Yeah, I'll dash. I'll just dash up to there, and that'll be.
Brill.
That's the first time everyone's actually seen Dolan this entire fight.
Dolan, Dolan comes in like still little drips of ash. You see like ash and smoke still sort of pouring out of his mouth. You see like demonic blood splashed upon his flail, and he's got like this fire in his eyes as his symbol of Bahamut is still glowing.
You're having fun then?
Oh, all sorts of fun.
And with that, it is Real's turn.
Going to take a step back. Go, oh, hello again. Being that blessed me, smite that one.
Okay. Going for the doggy?
Yeah, probably should. Oh, 1 point of damage.
It manages to, even with the d4, it does manage to dodge out the way of that. That was it rolled a natural 20 and a natural 1 there, but unfortunately the natural 20 came first, so it does manage to avoid that as the blue light hurls down next to it, and it does manage to dodge out the way despite the blue smoke. Yerk.
Moving up here.
Oh, sorry.
No bonus action, but calling out, Yerk! And beckoning him to come this way a bit.
So upon that, Yerk's gonna like cautiously move around this hellhound here, and then slice down with his long sword, hoping he's actually gonna hit something this time.
Go for it. Oh, that you do. That you do.
Oof. Wow.
Ooh, for 17 points of damage, you hear a yelp as you cut into this thing.
I've got another. There should be a plus D10 onto that. Because I get 1 weapon damage because of my orc.
Oh, yes, so just roll another d10. Oh, for another 9! Bloody hell!
Nice.
You slash deep into the flesh of this creature, and you see it is already extremely wounded. It had previously taken no damage at all. Now it is looking bloodied, and another attack like that would take it out.
Ah, you thought you could bite me.
Fantastic. Roll an intimidate check, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take the natural 20 and then a 1.
Okay. Yeah, better than the other way around. Right. This guard is going to continue fleeing. The Duchess. Duchess is once again going to poke her head round, see as you can see. She sees you again Sylk, and she says, "I'm gonna just get her to roll an insight with advantage." Yeah, 22. She would see through you, saying, "What are you doing? That's an imposter. Kill him!" She raises her hand and is going to try and blast you eldritchly.
Okay.
That is a miss and a 25.
That'll hit.
As she blasts at you, as these balls of arcane force fly out towards you, slamming into the wall above your head. You take 14 points of damage, and you need to make a con save. Yeah, she's not one to sniff at.
Con save?
Indeed.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's just to maintain concentration on your Shield of Faith.
Yep.
You see her run up here, and you see her do something, and you hear, I didn't think I had to do this, but... and then you hear a loud crashing sound and a shattering noise.
Okay.
Rhea is going to help you out with this little doggy here. She's going to run up here, and she's going to attack. Actually, she was going to see the devil and attack that. However, both missing.
Oh, God, Rhea, come on.
Rhea, she said, it's harder than it looks. She's like swiping. That's the turn of these doggies. I'll just see if they get their thingy. No, and one of them does. Okay. So this one, which is the one that does get its thing back, is going to... Well, can't use it just yet, but is going to run forward on the Duke's command and is going to try and bite you, Sylk.
Okay.
So 23.
Yeah, that hits.
16 points of damage.
Yeah, Sylk goes down.
Sylk falls to the ground. Next up is this one. It's going to try and bite at the one that didn't just nearly eviscerate it, which is Lucian. So 10 to hit.
Nope.
Okay. And in fact, that'd be even less. Yeah, because of the default. And then is going to try and run away. You will both get attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, Lucian's gonna swing equally clumsily. Bam. Yep.
12
Just
will miss. 25 will hit though. For 10 as it
Nice.
yelps as it runs 50 foot away. And with that, it is now back to the top. Oh, yes, we get to try out the new feature.
Oh, what a surprise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mono.
You
Okay,
did
that's,
call it.
That's certainly a number.
Oh, he's done it, is it?
Mono.
Okay. So this time, I'm gonna drop another creature. This time, you see popping into the same space as the boar toys is a flying creature. It has brightly coloured wings, but is a dark cat. So it is a paraguar.
Okay.
And this one's going to fly in and attack the dog creature.
Okay. Attack away.
It doesn't get advantage.
23 will
23.
hit. And then you can just click on it in the chat and it'll do the damage. Ooh,
Nice.
14 points of damage. The parakeet, its
Paraguar.
bite is,
Paraguar.
Sorry, the paraguar its bite has certainly worked than its bark, as it gives a little strange purring meow as it slashes it with its talons, beating its wings.
And then it's going to back out and go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 to about there. let's say 40,
Okay.
because it can do 60, so it's fast. And then that's all I can do, so I'll stay there.
Okay, right, I just need to start the music. Sorry, this battle's been going on quite a while, but I mean...
We run your playlist down.
Let's use this one too. Okay, I don't know if it's run out or if it's the music bot that stopped working. No, I think it's fine. Yeah. There we go. And with that, we have Lucian's. So that's your spirit's turn, and that's what your turn as well.
Yep.
Okay. Next up is our good old pal Lucian.
Seeing Sylk go down, Lucian's just gonna run up next to him, grab a big fistful of smelling salts, and just rub him into his face as he uses the healer's kit.
That's
Yeah.
what you need. You're nearly killed.
You're back up with 8, Sylk.
Yep. Just a question, because actually technically the disguise spell disguise self that I have doesn't say that it changes because it's not concentration.
Yeah, it's not. It just lasts. You're still Amrit.
I'm just like, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Just wanna
Amrit
check.
is being the Duke has just commanded you. Just commanded to
I just
kill. And
wanted to check.
You know, you're
Okay.
still Amrit. You're still Amrit.
Yeah.
As I'm waking up, I'm gonna whisper to I have very reckless companions, it seems. I'm gonna move
I had a
behind
good idea,
cover.
but I had a good idea, but I was hoping the dog wouldn't attack me. It's like,
Right. This barbed lad is you're prone next to it, Sylk. So it is going to try and grapple you.
okay.
So make an athletics check. Yeah, that'll fail as it grabs onto you, and then is going to make another swipe with its tail and its claws at Rhea. The 21 will hit for 9, as its claws lash out at her, and she cries out, and it is going to fall back, dragging Sylk away 15 feet. Sylk, you are on the ground next to it as it pulls you backwards, and it's going to say, "Knock him out!" to the cultist, who is then going to run forward and try and do a non-lethal attack on you.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see how effective this is. That's a 22 to hit for 4.
Yeah, that'll hit me.
And he just like punches you in the face, and you're just like, "Ow!" Oh, you see, the Duke in the background, just like, if you want to do something. But yeah, Dolan.
I think all I can do is dash.
Mhm.
What's the button I press to like change direction?
To change
Oh,
direction.
Yeah, I found it. No worry.
What? Okay, there we go. You run in there, ready to aid your companion. Would you like to do anything else?
Well, that was my action. I haven't really got anything else to do.
Cool. Rel.
Right. First things first. Cure wounds.
On whom?
On Yerk. So that's 19 points of health back.
Ooh,
Okay.
juicy rolls.
Nice. Yeah, you gain 19 points of health yet. This blue light flows into you.
Yerk is
showing you-
like looking fully revitalized at that point after that was cast.
And I don't think I have any bonus actions to do, so 5, 10, 15 to see what's going on. Oh dear, oh dear. How many rounds has this been now?
I honestly, I've only been keeping vague count. I would say it's been about 6 rounds since you cast the. I'd say maybe 4 since you cast the sleep. Ten rounds is a lot of rounds. Also, if you guys need a break anytime soon, let me know, because we're coming up to the 2-hour mark just now, and if you want to have a halfway point, 5-10 minute break, then let me know. Otherwise, we'll keep going.
Alright, keep moving down here.
Okay, cool. Yerk, you are fully revitalized and ready for action.
I shall use this to great effect as I just like run into this room. And I'm gonna hack at this cultist, ignoring this dog.
Go for
Trying to get to that devil-looking thing.
Sorry, quick question if I may.
Oh, yeah.
The targets of my Bane spell, I know one of them's dead, or has run away. The other one ran away too. Is the cultist still alive? Is that bit of the Bane spell still active?
The cultist is yes, he's still alive. All 3 of them are still. All 2 of them are still up.
Yeah, so I grip my longsword and slash upwards through this cultist.
Go for it. That'll hit.
10.
Yeah, you cut him down in one swift strike. Slashing into him as you dig your sword up underneath his ribs, and blood pours out of his mouth as he slumps to the ground dead.
Yeah, and then with my remaining movement, I step onto his body and just like a action surge and bring my sword down on this devil.
Okay, go for it.
For a 12.
12, however, will sadly miss as you slice down upon him, but your sword is deflected by the many barbs and spikes on his skin. That guard is well out of here by now, trying to escape the house without being seen. I'll actually do a quick roll for him just to see if he can get out of there without being accosted by his fellow guards, because he has a lot of explaining to do. Okay. No, he's not going to make it. Okay. You see the Duke is going to look with annoyance that someone's blocking her way. Gonna look towards you, Yerk. Raise her hands again. She's now holding what appears to be a glowing mace in her hands. But she's gonna raise her hands and blast out with eldritch energy towards you. That is a 14 and a 16, both miss. And then it's gonna fall back. Up to here. Rhea is going to try and deal with this doggy. Actually, will she? Yeah, she will. That'll miss. That'll hit. For 7 points of damage. This guy. Right. Let's do some rolls. So I need to see if this one gets his thing back first of all. Oh, okay. So this one is going to This one is going to come back here. Now let's see. Yeah, that'll get all of you. So, Sylk, Yerk, Dolan, and Rhea have to make a dex save as it opens its mouth once more, and flames begin to pour forth. That's a failure. That is... So all of you... So Sylk, you succeed. Dolan, what did you get?
What am I rolling, sorry?
Dexterity saving throw. As this fire blasts out towards you. You all fail. I'll see if Rhea fails as well. As this fire is going to blast through this room, roaring as the flames lick up against the walls. Rhea fails as well. God. So everyone who fails, you're going to take 23 points of damage.
I thought you said I passed, but that's...
No, 10.
Okay.
10 fails. Unless you got anything you can add to it. I believe you're prone as well, so you got to... Yeah, you fail.
I go limp in his arms.
Oh. Rhea is also not looking like she's in the best of situations. This one back here is just going to do that. Alright.
This guy at least has to get singed in his hand. He's holding on to me in that spot.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
He likes fire.
He is immune to fire damage. And you would notice this. Okay. That's certainly a thing you are allowed to roll. That is a possibility. One of the 20 things that might happen in this situation. Mono.
Okay. First thing I do is turn into a crocodile. Just for shit and giggles.
As you do.
Yeah.
Blending with the environment.
Oh, actually, let me just check because I don't know what movement it's got.
You would be able to. There's like little sewery bits in here you'd be able to swim through.
Oh, okay. So it's got the same movement as me. So I'll turn into a crocodile and then move 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. So I'll move to there so I don't get too far, but I am a crocodile. And then it is my bestial spirit's turn. And he's just going to fly in and attack the doggy.
Okay. That is going to hit.
Whoa, I'm doing all right with the creatures.
It's not a natural 20, is it? No, because you don't get advantage. Yeah,
No.
that is 11 points of damage. This doggy is looking extremely wounded. You can see the rents in its flank where fire is spurting forth. Lucian.
He's going to...
Oh, he's going to move away. Okay.
Yeah,
Go ahead and do that. Lucian, your turn.
I shall move him to there. Yep.
I'm gonna come over here and just determine that I'm gonna hit a dog with my staff today.
Okay.
At some point.
On the nose.
Go for it. Come on, I believe in you.
Yay.
No!
Oh. Is it rolled up newspaper? Bad dog.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, you try and slap it in with your staff, but again, it's just with your allies in the way, it's very difficult, and he's able to barely dodge out the way.
And as my bonus action, I'm gonna yell towards Sylk. Come on, Sylk, get up! It's not time yet. And I'm gonna cast Healing Word on him.
Okay. Well, Sylk, you're still grappled and prone, but you are now up again. Okay. This guy is going to hold on to Sylk with one hand and then make some attacks towards you, Yerk. That is a 23, a 20, and a miss. So you take 8 from the 23 and then 4 from the 20. So as he slashes at you with his claws, his tail, however, as he ducks down and bows overhead, you're able to raise your sword and parry it out of the way. So yeah, 12 points of damage. And then he is going to drag Sylk back further still.
Do I get an attack of opportunity? Is he?
You will, yes.
Yeah. As he hits me, I just like swing back around with my long sword.
Not loving this at all.
Okay, that'll hit.
Slicing across. And then I would like the fact that he's just hit me to kind of like rage at that strike and add an extra d10.
Nice. So you are going to do 18. However, again, his thick barbed hide does mean that isn't going to have as much effect as you would like, though he doesn't seem to be wounded by the strike as you cleave off several of his small spines that are protecting him. With that, it is now the one remaining cultist turn, who has disadvantage on this attack and a -d4, but is going to try anyway. So that is a natural 1 immediately. I'll actually see what this ends up as because I'll take away the d4. Yeah, this is not only a natural 1, this is an actual 1. So I think this is actually one of the few cases where I will say a critical fumble does apply, as he sort of tries to slash out at you, and you just raise your sword and parry it, knocking his blade out of his hands as he stands there, quailing. Nothing is going right for this guy. Dolan.
Yeah, first of all, I'm going to use 15 points of lay on hands on myself to myself, and then I'm going to move.
Okay.
Are you not going to finish the dog?
Yeah, the dog will get an attack on you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Does it have advantage? No, it doesn't. Very good thing it didn't, because you would have taken 14 plus. You would have taken 27 points of damage if that had advantage.
Oh my
god! Luckily, a 14 misses.
What the hell does that dog roll? What are the damage dice for this?
I think it was a crit, wasn't it?
It was a crit if he'd if he got advantage, but he didn't, because no allies within 5 feet. But yeah, what would you like to do, Dylan? You've moved and you've healed. Anything else? This guy will also get an attack against you, but I don't think he can actually hit you.
I don't think he has a weapon anymore.
He dropped.
Oh, he doesn't have a weapon. No, that's right. He's just trying to punch you.
him.
So he physically can't hit you except if he rolls a natural 20. And he's just like battering you as you go past, but he fails.
Kind of little slaps to the armor.
That's pretty much my turn. I don't really have much to do on the bonus.
Okay. And by the way, just to let you guys know, we are going to take this to the end of this round, and then we're going to take a quick 10-minute break.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. Because we've been going for a little while.
Yep.
Cool.
Real.
Damn humans. And stepping here, looking at the Hellhound and going, okay, being that bless me, we've worked on this. Ring that bell.
Okay, so that's a wisdom save, right?
It is, I think. Yeah.
Unfortunately, the Dolorous Bell is less of a Toll the Dead and more of a dinner bell, as it managed to roll a 20 on its wisdom save.
Oh, this dog.
We need to keep working on this then.
Okay, would you like to do anything else?
Just for the record here, Alex, it might be something that you might want to play with down the line, although it could be nothing. What I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to teach the being that blessed me how to use arcane magic.
Okay. Well, you got a long way to go, it seems, but
yeah.
Right. Yerk.
So I'm gonna look at this cultist in front of me and just go,
just weaponless.
Move out the way.
Make an intimidation check.
That one. Oh, why didn't I have advantage?
And it does have advantage on this. So it barely manages to roll an 8, and you see him sort of quail and quiver. He says, "No, I will gladly die for my lady. I will be rewarded in the next life."
So as he's saying this, I just bring my long sword, like slashing up across him.
Okay, make an attack roll. Yeah, that'll hit. Well, he'll soon get that reward.
Yeah.
As he finishes his sentence, you just swiftly cleave off his head.
Put him out of his misery.
And then I run up, trying to get the flank, like just the other side of this barbed, like creature, just like release Amric.
No, he's not Amric. My lady told me. And with that, it is the Duke who says, "She did indeed." She is going to step forward towards you, Yerk. You see she has a mace in her hand. And this is She will have +7 to hit. So that is a 23. And it is going to deal 1d8 7 points of damage on the first attack. And the second one will miss. She is then going to try and step back and get to these doors. So you get an attack of opportunity if you want.
Yes, I think I will. So as she hits me in the face with this flail, I'm just going to try and slice across her belly.
A 9 will miss.
Can I use my DM's inspiration to re-roll?
You can re-roll that, yes.
Oh.
Consistency is key.
Yeah. That's fine.
Awesome.
This. Hey, remember this dog? He's gonna run around here,
What?
and because he's recharged his breath weapon, and I'm
Uh-oh.
gonna need Rhea, Rill, and Lucian to make me dexterity saving throws. Rhea will have half cover on this. Rhea barely succeeds. Lucian, you fail. Rill? That's a fail as well. As you all take, apart from Rhea who takes half, 17 points of damage. As once again, fire blasts out from this creature.
I'm gonna shield myself from the fire and use my reaction to absorb elements.
Oh,
How much
nice.
was it? 17?
So
So that goes down to 8, right?
Yes, indeed. This one is going to try and bite Lucian. They will have.
Looks like we'll take a bit of a
resistance to
break
part
in
of
a
this.
second.
So
This has
that's a
been
17 to hit.
massive
You are going to
fight.
take
This is
11
so
points of
amazing.
damage, including
Let's
with the
see how it all goes. I'm so nervous. It's slightly up
as
at the
the
moment.
dogs
I think he's just
interpose
got
in on
4
you, I'll roll
points
some d6s here.
at the
Okay.
moment.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right, and with
5
that, we'll take
points,
our quick
so
10-minute break and be
Jesus.
back in a little bit.
My bladder thanks you.
Absolutely. Ooh. Oh, Jesus.
This is tasty. This is tasty.
Back in a moment.
Cool.
D10, you roll an 8. That is 16
Cool.
plus 16.
Nope, you roll an additional d8. So
Oh,
let's
so
say-
so for when I do it, then I roll four of my whatever.
I don't think so. No, because I think the extra you get an extra dice on the critical. I think if you happen to get a natural crit on your relentless thing, you would roll. I think you'd roll 5 actually.
Yeah,
In
because I
total.
should. Because if we're doing double dice, then I roll double dice for a crit, and then I would roll my relentless.
Yes, but
Yeah.
the improved critical is just 1 extra dice on a crit. That's not doubled because it's already assumed because you're getting the crit anyway. That you get your double dice and then that's on top of that.
Okay.
Alex, while we're still in break mode,
Mhm.
you know your rule on advantage. You don't let players have advantage from flanking.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you should probably rethink that.
That's fair enough. I value your input, but I very strongly disagree.
That's fine, but
yeah.
you willing to hear out my reasons?
Sure.
Game mechanics are balanced around it. These fights are pretty tough as we're going into them. We are succeeding with them, which, to be honest, I think is a bloody miracle. But and I will admit, there is a certain fun about it. But with the new changes that you're making, it's going to make it a little easier to cause damage to the group. And you're already taking away one of the advantages that they've got.
I actually think that one of the big reasons I'm not doing that is because I don't want to overly disadvantage you guys. getting advantage is a lot more, in general, enemies' ACs tend to be lower, and so advantage tends to be less impactful for players than it is for enemies. If I were to give flanking, what that would basically mean is a lot of enemies who normally wouldn't have advantage would have advantage, and that's inherently a lot more dangerous, not only because it leads to more reliable hits when it's not designed to be built around that, it also means a lot more nat 20s on players, because you double the chance for nat 20 essentially. So in these fights, I mean, they are definitely tough fights, but I don't think flanking is going to make them easier. In fact, I think flanking will probably make them quite a bit tougher, just through the way that, for one thing, the players tend to be outnumbered. The players' advantage is better for enemies than it is for players, and also players tend to have more ways of getting advantage anyway. Like a player will often have a class feature or a bonus action or a spell that they can use that gives them advantage, whereas enemies tend to have that a lot less frequently. So on the whole, I actually think that flanking benefits players, particularly because we've got a lot of players with high armor class.
All right, fair play, and thanks for explaining it.
No problem at all. I'm happy to have input on this, because if everyone just agreed, yeah, we really want to try this, then obviously it's your game. I'm very happy to accommodate you. I'm just strongly of the opinion that it
Honestly, your logic makes sense. You've changed my mind.
Oh, fair enough. Because that's the thing to remember is like it's not just for the players, it's for the bad guys too. I mean,
yeah, because I think. Oh, sorry. I was going to say I played a level 7 character and I was surrounded by 8 bandits. I died.
Yeah.
Very quickly because they all had advantage on attack, and they were just like simple one-shot bandits.
I just had a big input on that conversation and realised I was muted. So
oh God. No,
I was just agreeing with you, Alex. But I was just realising also that when I start conjuring quite a few creatures, then I guess they're going to lose that. So it might have to be a few wolves.
Yeah, stick with things that have got pack tactics.
Pack tactics is extremely, and I mean, it kind of also cheapens things like pack tactics as well, because those are the things that's meant to be like. Because if you're just giving everyone advantage of everything, and it also means things like great weapon masters start becoming ludicrous on classes they aren't really necessarily meant to be, and there is still ways you can do it, because like it is still very dangerous to be surrounded by enemies. Like in one of my other campaigns, I had a guy who was playing this really tanky Tortle Paladin. He was a great character. He's like this massive tanky Oath of Ancients, basically impossible to kill, right? But he was still vulnerable because he got surrounded by a group of hobgoblins, and the hobgoblins, you know, they started knocking him prone, they started holding him down, and then the others would get advantage. And even though they only hit on a nat 20, the times they did hit did a whole load of damage, and there's just a lot of enemy attacks. So there are ways you can run it, and yeah, it is. I played actually in a Strahd's campaign, and I think flanking led to a TPK because we had the party basically being ambushed and surrounded by some nasty enemies, and we were kind of stuck in there. They were surrounding us, and it was just it was horrible. Yeah. I interested. I mean, if you guys really want to feel like flanking the way to go, that's fine. But I tend to think that I prefer it when it's other things giving you advantage, because then that makes a lot of your decisions a little bit more meaningful. Like, oh, do I knock this guy prone? Do I take a wolf totem instead of a bear totem, etc., etc. Right. But rule stuff aside, is everyone back?
I don't have a wolf totem, but I quite like one. Can I have an extra one?
Oh, you just need a multi-class, so 3 levels of druid, 3 levels of barbarian, just to be animal themed.
full on totem king. Yeah.
All the colours of the wind or whatever. Right. Anyway, so
yeah. How are we doing?
It's Amric Van Thamper.
Yeah, here we go.
Right, okay. Amric Van Thamper, it's your turn.
Has this thing dropped me at any point in time?
It has not dropped you, no. It is still grabbing onto you. You are grappled and prone.
I am the same. So I'm being dragged along the ground, right? My feet are on the ground.
Indeed. You're basically being dragged along the ground. If you imagine being like held in like a headlock and then being dragged backwards.
All right.
So
I
like,
am
your feet are sort of
going.
diagonal, essentially.
I am going to, as a bonus action, invoke one of the runes along my right arm and double in size as I fire off Giant's Might.
Okay. Amric becomes large. Amric. As you grow in size, he's struggling to hold on to you. You're only large, so he is still able to hold on to you, but I'll say he's no longer able to hold you prone.
Oh, by the way, sorry. The bear totem is still around, so I would have moved it somewhere in that room, the middle room. So people do get advantage on strength checks and things like that.
Okay, that's handy.
Ah.
So yeah, you're able to plant your feet on the ground and grow as you pull up, and he's still trying to hold on to you, like grasping onto your arm, but you will no longer be able to basically. He's still holding you in place, but you're no longer in a disadvantageous position.
Okay. If I take the grappled thing, how do you do it with the grappled?
If you want to,
It just means I don't have any. It just means I don't have any speed, right?
Movement. Yes, he's
Okay.
just holding you in place.
So I can
He
sort
was
of.
holding you prone, which would have given you disadvantage, but now you are standing up because you're too big.
Okay. So I got. Is it an action to try to get out of the grapple? It is, isn't it?
It would be, or alternatively, you can use your attack to make the shove action to try and push him backwards, which would be an athletics check. Either way, it's an athletic check. One of them would push him backwards, the other one would just leave you out the grapple.
Okay. I just wanted to check how you read it.
Shove.
Check how you read it because the grappled thing, whether it stops me. Okay. Okay. I have to get out of the grapple. I can't just grab out my bow.
So you're gonna try
I can't
and
just
shove
grab
him
out
away?
my bow, right?
Oh no, you can get your bow out. Like if you want to get your bow out and start shooting, you can. You just will be held in place by this guy. And
Yeah. So that's what
focus on a lot of his attacks.
I just get really big and go, let me go, and then I will take out my bow and shoot at the Duke, who's
Okay, make an attack roll.
firing at the Duke. Oh.
A 13 will hit.
Oh, good.
Okay, so
She is not wearing any armor.
This will be then 9, and then I'll add a d6 to that as well. 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. She is looking very injured as your arrow slides into him. However, she turns to you with her hands outstretched. You need to make a dexterity saving throw as she is going to use her hellish rebuke on you.
Oh,
And he
God damn
says, "You are not my son. You will die, and I will see you in hell."
Oh, mummykins.
That is a success, so you will take half. Oh God! Oh God!
What?
Thank God you saved on that. You take 18 points of damage.
Oh, for crying out loud.
She rolls
36.
10, 9, 10, 7.
Oh.
Well, the big version of me sort of pops out, gets big, fires off an arrow, and then just goes plunk back down again. Okay, I'm back down
Okay.
again. I don't
Right.
know. It doesn't say that it lasts for a minute. It doesn't stop if I get
I
knocked
think
out.
you
So
remain being big.
I
yeah,
remain
you're
being.
Oh, hilarious.
I remain
You're a
being
big
Amric.
Amric.
who's now? Oh, this is ridiculous. Anyway, whatever.
Mono.
Just to say that the gloves that you would have been wearing were actually real, so they would have ripped kind of Incredible Hulk style.
No, they get big with me.
Oh,
get
do they?
big with
Oh,
me.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big gloves.
The invention of Lycra.
I'm gonna saunter up to this dog as a crocodile and take a bite.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Oh, have you given me a crocodile?
I should have done. You should be able to just
yeah.
double click and push that.
You did. Oh, I'm not very good at this bit. Sorry.
That's fine.
Shift double click. Oh, of course, it's the. Ah,
That's
pulling the
okay.
wrong.
That's okay. you want me to do it for you?
No, I can do it. I got it.
Okay. We believe in you. There we go. Yes, the 19 hits.
Yay!
And then click on the 12. As you bite into this creature is looking extremely wounded. As you see gouts of flame form out the side, as you go pull it into yourself, as you bite it, thrashing around, you've now got it grappled.
Yeah, it's grappled. So I'm doing that thing that crocodiles do that you would know, Forrest.
Death roll.
I'm going for the groin
Ooh.
and just spinning it round in the sewage.
Yes.
Yeah.
You sort of thrash around with it. It seems very distressed. Okay, Lucian.
No, it's my
Oh,
bestial
Beastie Boy,
spirit.
sorry.
Yeah, Beastie Boy. My Paraguay flies in and takes an attack against the other doggy.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Oh yeah,
That'll hit.
Come on. Nice.
all the
For
beasts.
8 points of damage. This one is also looking extremely injured.
Okay, and then he's gonna. I haven't seen through into that other room, have I yet? I wanna just get to fly forwards. So 5, 10, 15. Oh, okay, that's not great. It's gonna fly back out again. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. It's gonna fly back to there. Okay. And that is my go.
Alright. It's now the turn of the spiny lad. Now, what is he going to do? He gets 3 attacks, and he's going to turn towards Yerk.
Hey, I think you skipped me though.
Yeah, it's Lucian's go.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yes, for some reason I thought it was the Beastie Boy. But the Beastie Boy, of course, is not Lucian. Lucian is his own person.
Oh, that's a giveaway.
I'm gonna move up here and just all worn out. Oh man, this is the one.
Come on.
This is the one.
You can do it. We believe in you. Yes!
This is the one.
Yay!
Yes!
Oh, minimal
Oh.
damage almost.
Finally, your shillelagh comes down. How do you finish
Bad
off this
boy.
creature?
So Lucian
Oh, it's
just
a
takes
finisher
this,
too.
It is.
just takes this charred bit of wood that his quarterstaff turned into and just like rams it into the hellhound skull with all of his anger.
Go for it.
Just like, stop hurting my friends. Bam. 6 damage. Is it enough?
Yes, it is. Slamming into it, you like crush this thing, and you hear the snapping of its skull fracturing as it slumps to the ground, dead.
Go, Lucian.
And now it is.
And that-
sorry, go ahead.
I'm just gonna move up wearily to check what's going on in this room. Look around, see Amaric, big Amaric down again. It's like, oh, for crying out, get up, Sylk! And I'm gonna use healing word again. Ah, sorry, wrong one. Wrong click.
That's fine. Yeah, so you use a healing word instead.
This one. And basically, Lucian's healing word isn't actually. It's a weird sensation. It's a weird sensation. It's like your blood is heating up, and that's sort of restoring your vitality. Like your heart, your blood warms, and your heart's pumping faster, and you just snap back into consciousness.
Nice.
As
Can
Lucian is screaming out on you, as Lucian is screaming at you to stop falling down.
Can I attempt to pretend to not be healed? So,
Make a deception check.
I do have advantage.
16. Right, let's roll insight on this fella. He does roll a 19 on insight.
Aw, God damn it.
As you sort of, you sort of try and do it, but you just blink your eye open. You see him looking at you.
Lucian is full though. He's looking puzzled. Why didn't I spell work?
Love it.
So, as I say, this guy has 3 attacks. He's going to make 1 attack on, he's going to make 1 attack on you, Sylk, because he has seen you get back up. So that is an attack with advantage. That is going to miss. That is also going to miss. And that is going to hit for 7 points of damage. And then he is going to run up here, taking 2 attacks of opportunity, 3 even. Though one of them will be with disadvantage.
Did
he tries to?
Did he let me go?
He has let you go now, yeah. So all 3 of you will get an attack of opportunity if you so wish. That will miss. That will miss.
Do I? Do I get an attack of opportunity?
You would, just with disadvantage. It has to be with a melee weapon.
It has to be with my so I would sort of be able to swipe out with a dagger that's across my hip.
Yeah.
Okay, I will at disadvantage.
Didn't you get a silver short sword?
Come on, I think you can do it.
Yeah, but I don't have it attached at the moment for some reason, so I'll just go with whatever. Doesn't
That'll
matter.
miss. And then this one is going. He is going to run into the Lady Van Pampa and just barrel her through this door and stand in front of the door. The cultists are still asleep for now, though it'll be 2 rounds before they wake up. You would know. Dolan.
I'm going to move up to this guy and I've got 2 spots, so I'm going to bonus action Thunderous Smite.
Nice.
I'm assuming that misses.
An 11 will miss. Yes, I'm afraid so. However, your Thunder Smite is still ready. Rill.
Get 1 free skill interaction.
That's a good point, actually. Hang on, I will. Okay. Yeah, she does take a little bit of damage from that.
He hasn't got safety spikes, little rubber tips on him.
No.
Okay.
That's a good point. Not as much as he would as he was trying to hurt her, but definitely a little bit. Right, Rill.
This thing is grappled, isn't it?
It is. So it can't move. It doesn't give you advantage, but it does mean it can't move.
No, but it does have disadvantage on dexterity.
I don't know if that's the case for grapples. It should be, because that would make sense. But I'll look it up.
Yeah, I thought that. I always thought that for grappled.
I may decide to make that the case, because it really is weird that a creature's speed can be 0, but it doesn't have disadvantage. I'll say just for now, it's being grappled by a crocodile. It absolutely would have disadvantage on dex saves. Whether or not this will be a consistent ruling, I have yet to decide, but just for now, I'll say it would have disadvantage.
Being that blessed me, smite that hound.
It doesn't matter if it's a disadvantage, it fails anyway, as your radiant light pours down upon it, burning it up where it stands, as it flesh falls away from its body, as it disintegrates to ash in your crocodilian grasp there, Mono.
The crocodile looks up at you a little sad.
I'd like to look at the crocodile and then point to the 2 that are still asleep and go, they will be waking soon.
It gives a crocodile smile.
Oh.
And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Holding there. Can I see what's there? Is it a token or is it a bit of the scenery?
That appears to be a smashed statue of an angel that was pushed down and now lies shattered on the floor. This here appears to be a very large Amric Van Thamper, who is lying barely conscious on the floor.
Alright, that's about it then.
He's done an Ant-Man in the Marvel films and ended up asleep on the bathroom floor.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna run up to this spine level and I guess still trying to hack away with my longsword.
Go for it. 24 will hit. For 14 points of damage. Are you using any spells on this, by the way?
Green flame blade, but that doesn't make it magical damage.
No,
So-
but it does mean you hear a shout of pain from through this door.
Oh.
Hmm.
She takes what's my 1 damage.
Yeah. Trust me, that's a lot from where she's standing right now. Okay. She is going to open the door, pop her head round with her mace out, and make 2 strikes at you, Yerk.
So as she does that, you see this shimmering light appear around me.
Okay. Well, see if it hits or not first. So that is a 13 and a 25.
25 definitely hits.
For a total of 9 points of damage as the mace crashes into you, and then she slams the door once more, and is going to fall back a little bit. Okay. Rhea, seeing both these dogs are now down, is going to rush up over to here, pull out a crossbow and try and shoot the big guy. Not the big Amric, the spiky guy. Is going to hit. Eat that, you fiendish bastard! Only 2 points of damage, but still does manage to hit. As you see the crossbow bolt slam into its shoulder. The hounds are downed.
We sent them to the farm.
Amric / Sylk.
Yeah. I will slowly get to my feet, have my movement, and just give a wink to Lucian, and then...
It did work!
Always, you're amazing. And then move the rest of my movement, I guess, to there is where I can move.
Mm-hmm.
And I will... Yeah. I've seen this thing struggle to get hit by Yerk before, right? I was like, when he hits it, he handles damage pretty well, right? I will.
Yeah.
I will try to Sacred Flame him from where I'm standing.
Okay. He's going to make a dex save.
Dex
He
save.
does have advantage.
Probably does it then.
It's a 21.
Yeah, that's my action. As a bonus action, I will do my second wind.
Okay.
That's 3 plus
Well,
3. That's
That's not nothing. It's not nothing.
6 points.
Mono.
Okay. So she opened the door, yeah.
She opened the door, closed it again, and then
she closed it.
retreating.
Okay. So I'm just gonna wander up slowly, licking my lips, and eat this guy in front of me.
If you hit, it's a critical hit, so we're making an attack roll with advantage.
Okay, he's just gonna start munching. Oh, I've done it again. Sorry.
That's okay.
It's alright, pull it up.
No problem.
Yes.
That'll hit. Yep. So roll the damage and then add a d10.
4 plus 5, 9.
Nice. Yeah, you bite his throat out. His sleep suddenly ends with a bloody gurgle as you rip it around, rolling him around in the filth of the sewer.
Oh, he's having a lovely time, and that is my first kill.
Hey!
Yay!
I don't know if it counts as a crocodile, but then he's just gonna move on to the other one because he's feeling quite disciplined.
Okay.
He's not just gonna chow down.
Lucian.
No, bestial.
Beastie.
Paraguay is gonna fly around here, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and then book it 60. And makes it just to the end of the corridor there.
Okay.
Okay, that is its go. Yep.
Okay. spiny lad.
Uh,
Oh, sorry. I do this again. Sorry,
Yeah.
Lucian. I keep confusing a
Beastie Boy with.
bird's parrot with a jaguar with a tiny jaguar with wings with a mild-mannered healer. Sorry about that, Lucian. You do indeed have your turn.
How bad is Dolan looking? Injury-wise?
Not bad.
Okay.
I won't say no, but I'm not.
I think I'll just tend to Rhea first then, because she looks pretty bad over here. So I'll just take out my bandages and apply some quick first aid to Rhea. And then I'm gonna move forward behind Dolan and maybe somewhere like here and get ready to, well, basically heal anyone else if they need it. And that's my turn.
Okay. Right. The spiny boy is going to attack. Is going to go for Yerk. That's a natural 1. That's a 21 for 6 points of damage.
I've got my shield up, so that's
Okay,
kind of
so that's a
harmless
miss.
bounces.
And then finally a 19, so that also misses. So yeah, all bouncing across your arcane wards as he begins to be surrounded by foes. These guys are all dead, apart from this one who's asleep, who's like barely beginning to wake up. Dolan.
Yeah, well, I've still got the under a smite up, so I'm just gonna whack this guy in front of me.
Mm-hmm. That'll hit for 6 points of damage, slamming into him.
And then I've got 2d6 thunderous damage on top of that.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. And he's going to make a strength save, which he does succeed on.
Okay.
Okay. Rill.
Glancing through the door, I'm going to go to myself. Going to say to myself, definitely inner sanctum from here. We need to be careful. Spellbook, help me with this one. Detect magic.
Okay.
I'm using my awakened spellbook ability to ritual cast it.
Okay. So you're trying to detect magic.
Not looking for anything in particular. It's just there in case there's magical things we're unaware of.
There is an aura of divine magic coming from this obsidian altar, as well as a little bit of transmutation magic. There's remnants of magic in this statue, though it does no longer appear to be magical. It now appears to be mundane.
Can I have a quick religion check on them?
Yeah, sure. On a 15, you would know that the statue is a shattered, recently smashed statue of the angel Zerial. The obsidian altar also contains a small flame in the shape of an angel.
I think I have found my next project. And for my movement, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just checking out this room and the fight. How's it going? Who needs healing? That kind of thing. So, how's everybody looking?
Emmerich sort of big Emmerich's next to you with like blood all over him.
Yeah. Lucian looks pretty bloody as well, but he doesn't seem pretty concerned about himself. He's just looking over the other guys.
So Yerk's just kind of standing there, struggling to hold up his long sword, just like absolutely covered head to toe in slashes.
Dolan's got a mildly bloody nose, but other than that, that's fine.
Yeah, it's kind of par for the course, you guys.
You also see, by the way, Rill, make an investigation real quick.
Ho ho.
Ooh. On a natural 20, You see that alongside Duke Thalamra's sleeves that she discarded to punch down the door, she also discarded seemingly by accident, I'll say on a natural 20, a small set of keys that she had around her neck. They lie on the floor beside you.
Thank you very much, Duchess. They're going in my pocket.
Okay. Right. With that, it is now Yerk's turn.
So, barely clinging on for life, like basically unable to hold his longsword up properly. He remembers that Dolan said something about silver working on these things quite well. So with that, is like in his left arm, his longsword drooping down, he pulls out his short sword and just thrusts it forward into this demon.
Go for it, make an attack. That'll miss. Your weariness and fatigue getting the better of you as your strike is powerful but not precise, as it's able to parry it away with its long, cruel talons. The Duchess, you don't know what she's up to. She's off doing something. I'm not sure what.
Hoping her other son finally got around to brewing those damn potions of healing.
Rhea is going to rush up and assist you taking down this barbed demon. This devil, sorry.
Come on, Ray.
That is one hit for 4 points of damage. She slashes into him. Again, it's thick hide, resisting the damage, but doing quite well. Hellhounds are dead. Sylk.
All right. Seeing that, I'll. Don't. Yeah. Okay. I'll move around to this side, and also seeing that, take that. I actually remember that I do have that long sword hanging around in the back, and I will grab my long sword from sort of behind me and pull it out. Sorry, the short sword that I have, the silvered one, and then make an attack.
Go for it.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
Nice.
So I will also add my
2d6.
extra d6s as well. So that's not a high number there, but then 2 more d6 to that. 14.
Nice. For 15 points of damage, the silver burning through its skin as it hisses in pain as you stab a blow that now begins to cut. You've removed most of the exterior defensive spikes and now are cutting into its flesh.
And I'll make another attack with my bonus action.
Go for it.
Well, you say we've removed the spikes. We may have removed them from them. We still need to remove them from party members.
That's very
Yeah.
good. Oh, another 7 as again your silver burns into this thing's flesh. Mono, you see that this guy is like right about to wake up.
He's just looking in his eyes with his little crocodile slits, and
Licking his lips.
just goes straight for the groin. This thing's
Okay. Attack roll with advantage.
Oh, with advantage. Okay, great. We will do this twice then.
Oh, good job, we have advantage. Yeah, a 20 will hit. That's an automatic crit. So 2d10. Oh yeah,
nine.
even without the extra dice, yeah, you again grab the going, rip, tear. His last moments of consciousness of he was having a strange dream about floating in a pool and then suddenly ripped apart by a crocodile.
His testicles are gone. At this point, Mono is again trying to remember what crocodiles think about for Lucian. And then he's gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20.
The answer to which apparently is testicles.
Yeah. Yummy contest.
So he's going to move to there, and then he's going to get his bestial spirit to move 5. Oh, I'm getting my computer's suddenly not doing well.
Yes, you see the fleeing Duke Thalamra. You don't know if she's
16.
trying to get away or simply to a more advantageous position or call for reinforcements?
Okay, she's there. So that's 60, 5, 10, 15, 30. So he's gonna sort of be careful and move up to about there, and that's
Okay.
its go.
Right. And with that, Lucian.
I'm gonna wearily come up to this spiny boy and try to join in the bashing with my shillelagh.
Yeah, in the bully circle. 16 will hit. Your magical damage cutting through its spiny armored hide as you smash it in the back of the head, now looking extremely wounded as you begin to close in on it.
And I'm gonna yell, "Keep it together, Yerk! We've got this!" as I give him a level 2 healing word.
Oh, nice.
For
Yeah,
11.
you gain for 11. This creature calls out, "No, you haven't got this! And I'll see. You may strike me down here, but I will track you down again!" And it is going to make some attacks. It's going to start off by attacking Lucian with its tail. Does a 13 hit?
Nope. I block it with my new shiny shield I got from the dead guards.
Oh god, it rolls terribly. All of its attacks miss.
Oh.
It's not doing well. This cultist is... The last cultist is dead. Dolan? Oh, sorry, I skipped past you. Dolan?
I'm going to say I look forward to seeing you in hell. And I'm going to whack it with my flail.
That'll hit. Again, slamming into it. This thing is extremely bulky. It's bigger than a person, towering over you, covered in these spines, and it's going to take a while to go down. But you are. It is now looking weaker and weaker as you continue to smash into it.
I'd like to use my last divine smite on that one.
Oh yeah, another 3d8.
3d8.
Ooh, for 14 points of damage. Slamming into him. He is looking extremely... he's looking pretty weakened now with the powerful attacks, though he doesn't seem to fear his imminent demise. He seems to know that this will not be the end for him. Rill.
Yerk just got healing, didn't he?
Such a cool battle. So good.
Okay, so just moving a little, and Sylk's really still bloody, isn't he?
Yes. I believe so.
Yes.
Alright, burning my last level 2 spell on a Cure Wounds farm now.
Okay.
It's not burning. It's using...
Hey, you burned! No, you're burning spells.
It's
Burning spell slots to destroy your spells.
Caringly supporting.
Being that blessed me, grant the ungrateful bastard healing.
Oh, nice.
Being that blessed me approves.
19 healing on you, so.
Thank you, thank you, being that blessed him.
Yerk is not so lucky. Would you like to do anything else, Rill?
I would like to come around here.
Okay.
Just for next turn.
Gotcha. Yerk.
So seeing how well the silver short sword cut from Amric, aka Sylk, Yerk's still going to swing that to try and slice into this.
That'll hit. For 9. Again, it's flesh bubbling. It now seems to be close to the verge of collapse.
Can I, because I have my longsword in my left hand, can I swing with that as well?
Not a long sword. You'd need another light
Yeah.
melee weapon unless you had the dual wielder feat. The Duke sees the Paraguar coming after it. She is going to turn and says, stupid thing. Get out of my sight. I have better things to do. And is going to try and blast it. That is a 24 to hit for 14 points of damage on the first one.
Does hit.
And then a 9 to hit on the second.
Okay, still
Which
up.
misses. And she, you see, she is not in the range of any doors to duck behind. So she's just going to have to walk away. Right, Rhea. Rhea's going to try and help you guys finish this thing off. Gonna make a... Actually, I think she's going to see how effective you were, and give the help action to you, Sylk, and try and distract it, bashing it in the face with her palm as it's stashing backwards for you to make the killing blow. And then, Sylk, it is your turn.
And then seeing that, I will slam down at it with the sword again.
Okay, attack roll with advantage.
Oh, God.
Oh, 13 just barely hits. That advantage coming in clutch. Oh, for 5 points of damage plus your d6.
Yep. 1 second, sorry. Oof.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Still just barely up, clinging to the faintest slivers of its last remaining vestiges of energy.
Okay, and then I guess I can have an attack with just a regular dagger.
Yep, you would be able to.
This will be without the D4 if I hit. Oh. Oh, okay.
That'll hit.
So just a singular D4. So,
Yep.
So.
Oh!
No, so that's just 4.
That didn't work.
It's just 4. 4 points of
Just
damage.
Just four.
Yeah.
Again, just slashing into it. The dagger, this mundane dagger, not able to finish the deal. Mono.
Okay, so Mono, is this bit that the crocodile's in? Is it still sewage, or not?
Yeah, it's mostly water. It's like,
Okay.
It's not good water, but it is mostly water.
Any water's good for a crocodile. So he's gonna stay in crocodile form and move up 60 feet to there. And then the spirit's turn. He's just gonna fly up to the corner and just hang there for now.
Okay. Lucian.
I'm gonna try to send this one
Come on.
back to where it came from.
The shillelagh.
No!
No! The shillelagh misses.
Oh, God.
Oh,
I'm guessing it catches and it gets stuck
It's
into one of the
catched, yes.
spines, and I'm struggling to get
and
it back out.
And it is going to turn to you now. It is extremely... It knows it's going to be disincorporated, and it wants to take someone with it. That is a 15 to hit on you, Lucian.
Ah, just hits.
Okay, so that's 5 damage.
Okay.
Next one is a 19 to hit
Uh-oh.
for 9.
I'm down.
And then it is going to attack your unconscious body.
Oh no.
Attack with advantage. That'll hit. That's 2 death saving throw failures.
Bleh.
Dolan.
What do I do? Yeah, I'm in a rage. I'm just gonna swing at it.
That'll hit.
Come on.
Yeah, how do you finish this thing off?
Come on.
I'm just going to, with the flail, just swing it, catch it in the jaw, and take like its lower jaw completely off.
Oh yeah, and you just slam, and you just bash, and you silver the burns away as you slam into it. You hear the cracking of bones. The spine's now completely done as your silver. Not only does your silver hill smashing the jaw, but also the pointed star on the end of it rips through this thing's throat, and ichor pours out onto the ground as it sways slowly and then collapses forward, disincorporating, and as it dissolves into ash. Rill, one of your companions is still in a bad way.
So, sorry, can I take my movement?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I'm going to move up to there.
Okay.
Right.
Right. Okay. Yerk. You see...
Mine now, Rel.
Oh, sorry, Rel. I keep skipping people. I'm so sorry.
Can
Rel,
I
yes.
can I just ask a technical question? If
Yeah.
you're using the measuring tool, how do you then move? Do you just hit the space bar or something?
Q.
Q. Okay.
When you start dragging your token as though you're moving,
Yeah.
press Q, and
Yeah.
it brings up the measuring bar.
Okay.
Press Q again to drop a point.
Oh, okay. Got you. All right. Thank you.
Right. In that case, seeing Lucian's going down over the other side of this
Amazing game.
devil thing, I'm going to go. One moment, Yerk. We're going to go across here and spare the dying.
Okay, yes. As you do manage to stop your companion from falling deeper into that dark sleep. Would you like to do anything else, Rel?
I'm actually wondering whether I should do that or just dump my last healing spell in him. Yeah, I'm going to dump my last healing spell in him.
Okay.
There we go. 8 hit points back.
Anything else?
Did we get him?
It's gone. It's gone. I would like to grab a couple of spines if I can. Or
Yeah, sure.
I don't really have anything that I can dip into the devil's blood, do I?
No, the blood is sort of smoking away as well, making it difficult to...
That's why I wanted to sample before I went. Yeah, I don't have anything to collect it in. Never mind.
Okay.
Alright, collect some of the spines then.
Okay. Yuck.
So as I pass through these doors, can I see if I can see which way she went?
Yeah. Actually, sorry, I'm about to... I thought I was about to sneeze. I did that thing where I say achoo, I don't sneeze, but I still feel like I needed to sneeze. Yes, you would be able to see with Mono's spirit racing around the corner as well as Dolan headed that way. She does seem to be headed over towards the east.
Okay, so as I move up, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, move up here, like I reach behind me into my bag and pull out this healing potion just to recover some hit points. So that's 2d4 plus 4, I think, for this one. Common. Sorry, 2d4 plus 2, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Not the best. And that's me.
Okay. She is going to go over here. Let's have a look. Do something, and then continue moving over towards here.
Wherever here is.
And that is Rhea's turn. The foes have been defeated. She sort of looks around and says, "What now? Where'd that woman go?"
I don't know. Lucian's groggy on the ground, pulling spines out of himself.
Follow Yerk. Follow Yerk.
We need to find her. Follow Yerk and support him.
Okay. They're going to go over here. Sylk.
Okay. Oh. Sylk's gonna... Emmeric's gonna push through the door. To there. And then to take my... Oh. And then I'll just dash up to this. I think it's the way it moves.
Yeah, you just like... You two, Dolan and will need to flatten yourself against the wall as you just hear the huge footsteps of massive Amric just charging down, like 12-foot tall, huge, just version of Amric Van Thampo just charging down the.
I wish I got longer movement with that larger size, but I don't. So that's alright.
You're like a kid kicking through puddles. So it's just sewage everywhere.
Yeah. And I'm no longer grappled, I believe. But that's I think that's all I can do. My turn. Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay.
And then Hanlon will just walk up and lick Lucian's face and try to get him back up again.
Cool.
Goodbye, Handler.
Okay, I'm gonna try and do measuring things. Just bear with me. Oh, look at that! Look at that! It's working. Okay, so now I press Q and he moves, or I press space and he moves.
No,
think
if
you
you
just
want
let-
to move him, you just let go.
It didn't work.
Should have done. Hold on a sec.
Okay,
Well, you know what Spacey is, Jay.
Yeah, just drag him.
was it there?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's his go, and I go, oh, hey guys.
Yeah, you just see this crocodile look towards you,
Oh,
grinning wildly with like blood and gore dripping from its many teeth.
Yeah, I guess they don't know. Well, maybe they can guess. Well, I just go, "Arr, arr." There's bits of guard in they might see the uniforms and stuff that's been chomped. Okay, and then with my Paraguay, he's going to come around the corner. Doesn't see Lady Van what's it? So that's what's that? 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Still can't see her?
Nope.
Okay. 50, 55, 60, 70, 75, 80. Nope, still can't see her.
Still can't see her.
Okay, gonna keep going. 5, 90, 95, 100. Nope.
Nope.
Okay, 105, 110. Nope. Okay.
Nope.
Hmm.
She gave you the slip.
Damn, should have gone around the corner. Okay, that's my go.
Okay, Lucian.
Lucian's gonna wearily get up and start running, patting the crocodile as he goes along. And
Okay.
he's gonna join in the chase.
Sure. Right. These guys are gonna do that. This guy is dead. Dolan.
I'm going to follow along with the chase.
Sure. Rill.
No, never mind.
Does this area look familiar to Dolan and Ray and myself? By the way, when we got brought down here.
No, this wasn't the way you were brought down. You were brought down over here.
Cool. Just lost.
You were taken through a cellar, then down through. You're taken down the stairs, then right into a cellar, then right through a door, then right down a long tunnel, then right towards another door where the bearded guy came out of. Then you went right, then left, then you carried on, and eventually reaching your allies.
Good. Sorry, Will.
Okay.
That's all right. Moving along here, keeping an eye out for signs that Van Camper may have run this way. And as I'm doing so, being that blessed me, I could use a boost. Harness divine power.
Okay. And you restore your stealth slot. Make a survival check as you look for tracks and evidence of the Lady Van Tampa. On a 16, you see a small, thin trail of blood leading over here and then heading south.
Sorry, leading which way?
Leading over here and then heading south. Yak.
Right. So I'm gonna grasp the hilt of my sword now, feeling a little bit more life return to me. And as I do this, I feel like this surge of energy as this like wells up inside me, and I'm gonna move 6 feet. So press Q, did you say?
Well,
you can actually
drag first.
You can move 60. You can actually move 90 feet.
Okay. 70. That's 80, isn't it, to there?
Yeah, and as Rills pointed out this trail, you see that it turns right into this door.
So I'm going to continue. Yeah.
Okay.
And then shout back, guys! It goes right down here.
And with that, the lady Thalamra now takes her turn. She is going to manage to climb the stairs as you hear heavy footsteps heading upstairs to the rest of the villa. And with that, I will say that she has managed to, by retreating upstairs to where the rest of her guards are, she has managed to give you the slip. This is the end of this combat for now. If you guys would like to initiate a new combat, you might be able to do so. If you want to explore down here, you would also be able to do so. If this sways you at all, if you choose to take a short rest here, you will level up to 5.
Oh,
I am in need of a short rest.
you're really dangling this one in front of us, aren't you?
Do we get our spell slots back if we level up?
You don't get your spell slots back if you level up. You do any new spell slots you do get those.
Okay, let's level.
Let's take 10 minutes.
Can we, as a place to take this short rest, the where that guard had told me that the guy I overheard was looking after.
Are the prisoners?
Prisoners.
The prisoners.
Can we maybe
yes.
go and see what prisoners and whether they might help us? So, like, can we
sure.
go in that area? But we can take the short rest wherever everyone wants to. But yeah.
Can we take the short rest back here?
Okay. We'll take the short rest where Real.
Where are you, Real?
Back up the top where Real is. We'll go and take a short rest there. You want to back in the room?
Or even the one before it. I'd like to have a look at the altar and the statue.
Can I send my beast just to keep? But that door's closed, isn't it?
That door is closed. Yeah.
Can Jaguars open doors?
Make a perception check before you do.
On the beast.
Yeah.
So that is just a wisdom.
Yeah. Yeah. You would be able to open the door, but you don't know what is beyond, and on that perception check, you would also not be able to tell what is beyond. Potentially, there could be enemies, and
Okay.
that would be bad, and would interrupt you guys' rest.
So he's just the bestial spirit's just going to move to the corner, and if anything comes round, he's going to book it back to tell us.
So where are we resting?
Yeah, I think we're in this room here. I'm going to head back to there.
So Yerk has found these 3 bodies and would like to search them. He's paying particular interest in. Is the bearded devil's weapon still there, like that?
Yeah, it's a large mundane glaive. Also, Yerk, make me a quick intelligence check. Just a flat intelligence check as you're sort of walking around up here. Yeah, as you're walking around up there, you just hear a faint sort of whisper in your mind. You have no idea what it is, and you sort of brush it off and you sort of carry on walking.
Okay, I am going to stop being a crocodile.
So
Okay. I was so sad.
Yeah, it's great being a croc.
investigate these bodies and take that glaive if possible.
Yeah, sure. So the bodies that you have over here are the bodies of the guards. They just have mundane spears, shields, chain shirts. This guy has a glaive and not much else.
I'd take his glaive and then make my way south round to see if I can find my great sword, which got.
Okay. Yeah, you would be able to find your greatsword easily enough.
Cool.
Well,
How between Lucian and Sylk, who's looking the roughest?
well, if we're taking a short rest, I actually look okay now, myself.
Yeah,
But
Lucian took a bit of time to patch himself up.
Right.
I think
Okay.
as we're taking a short rest, I will no longer be Amric, and I will shrink back down to normal size.
Yes. Well, you will be normal size. You won't be big Amric anymore.
Go from
how we miss him.
Big Amric to tiny, like literally tiny Sylk.
Yeah, Alex, health-wise, if we're leveling up to level 5, what do you want us to do about?
You will need to spend hit dice to restore health, but any new health you get will be added onto your health total. So if you if you get 9 more health, that will be added onto your existing health as well as your maximum health.
Alex, while my detect magic is still active, I would like to go back to the altar and identify exactly what it was that's magical about it.
Sure. So the altar here is a large black obsidian altar with a angel-shaped flame on it.
Nice, Stolen.
That's me back up to full.
So to be more precise, it seems to be. You can actually see in a bit more detail. You actually notice that there are infernal runes. You notice that the runes and the flames are linked. It seems to be evocation magic written into the runes, keeping that flame going.
So it's like an altar of ever-burning thing.
Yeah.
Can I get a religion check?
Yeah, sure.
I know I did earlier, you said it was Azrael. Is it still Azrael?
The statue over here was Zariel.
Is the altar the same? And is the divine being that powered it still powering it?
The 23, I will say, it is indeed an altar. Yes, it's an altar to the angel Zariel, who you would know to be the fabled leader of the Hell Riders of Elturel, who led the charge into hell and never returned. You also know that the flame here does depict her, and it does still seem to be powered by the same source of power. It does seem to be divine magic, but it's definitely not. It is definitely not holy divine magic. Put it that way, as these infernal runes attest.
Alex, in terms of it, just automatically gives me level 3 spells, does it? Because it's not letting me click on them.
If it doesn't let you click on them, sort them out through the compendium after.
All right, fine.
That might be because you know too many level 2 spells or level 1 spells. You might need. Because I had that. I had to unselect level 1 spell.
Oh, so if I unselect them, that's fine. Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Nice.
I can read the infernal runes. Does it look like they're there to desecrate the altar?
No. They seem like they are the ones powering the altar. The altar does not look like a holy thing that was desecrated. The altar looks like it is sort of a strange mixture of divine and infernal that was sort of created as it is.
Fallen angels. All right, and I'd like to do a quick investigate around it to see if there was any hidden compartments or anything, just in case.
Yeah, sure. Roll investigation.
So I'm unsure as to whether to go
Nah.
elven accuracy.
Unless it's blatantly obvious.
Which will give me
That's a 10.
20 with my
On a 10, you don't find any hidden compartments. However,
And-
you do notice the hidden door over here that leads to a narrow
When I
corridor.
have advantage on an attack roll using Dex, Int,
Doorway.
Wisdom, or Charisma, I can re-roll one of the dice.
If you were to look down
It has
here,
to be
which I
an
imagine you would,
advantage.
you
Which
see that
basically
it
gives-
ends
at
in
advantage you get 3 dice.
ladder reaching the surface.
Which means a crit
Make me an
goes up
intelligence check,
quite
just
high.
a generalized intelligence check to orient yourself, real.
But I'd have to have advantage on the attack. So I'd need to be later on getting more and
This
more
looks like it would come out
advantages.
just in the stables of the Vantampa Villa.
That is
So
another way.
where you took the way down.
That is another way up here. I believe it comes up in the stables.
It's not a bad shout.
And then I'm going to go and sit down for my rest.
Okay.
Hey, guys, I remember hearing a voice further down than we were. I think I might go and check it out. I don't think he was hostile. As I,
I'll turn you on, you won't. I'll come with you.
Sure.
So just like go south and then.
It was up here you heard it while you were running past casting your spells.
Oh, I heard it down here.
No, it was up here.
So I can take.
I mean,
Oh,
you
when I
also
go
heard
to the
voices.
3
You
dice
also
on
heard. By the way,
advantage.
you also heard like vague voices in here
With my bow
when
and arrow?
you were going down
So
here with the
chances
guards,
of
but they seem to be a
criticals
bit
go up
quieter
slightly
now. They haven't heard anything in a while.
Or I go with
Okay, so
piercer,
then that was
which
up-
means
up
if
here, yeah.
Yeah, and you see there's a door
do
leading towards
damage,
the room.
I
You see the
increase
door
my
is like
damage overall,
looks
so
cold
it's
to the touch.
basically
It's like
rolling-
frosted on the inside and the
re-rolling
underside,
ones,
and you can
do they
feel
say?
like cold air blowing out
But it's
from
only
underneath.
once per turn.
Sorry, where are you? Yeah.
But of course, critical
Up here.
extra dice.
Oh, up there. Okay.
I think we'll go with Elvin. Let's see.
So, Dolan, do you want to do the honors or shall I?
I'll try.
Oh,
to
have we taken our?
Yeah, we need to take 10 minutes. What have you done?
Has turning on
I was going to say, we taken our.
No, it's fine. It's still for me anyway. I think we should rest before we start exploring everywhere.
You have managed to rest. You had the quick.
Oh, we have.
Quick rest. Remember the 10-minute short rest.
Okay, fine.
Alex, did you say that any additional spell slots we gained, we still have access to?
Exactly. So if you've expended all your first level slots, you won't have them. But if you gain new spell slots, you'll get them. So I believe if you're a level 5 paladin, you'll gain 2 level 2 slots and 1 level 1 slot, and so you'll have both of those available for use. Or no, I don't think you get any new level 1 slots, but definitely the level 2 slots.
Okay. I'd just before we go in, I'm going to grab my divine symbol and say, Bahamid, I'm going to need a bit of extra set of hands here, and I'd like to cast Find Steed.
Ooh, nice. What kind of steed are you finding?
Well, it does say in the spell description, it does give some examples, but it says ask your DM if you want something different.
Mm-hmm.
So I will ask the question. If it's a no, because I've been looking at this up. One of the suggestions is an elk, which is a large beast, challenge rating 1/4. So is that sort of the benchmark of what I can have?
Yeah, so the benchmark would probably be a warhorse. An elk would be fine. I think a warhorse actually would be slightly more powerful than that. So yeah, anything as powerful
because they're 2 of the 3 suggested, but I wanted to go slightly different.
Okay.
So I was using an elk as the benchmark of could it be an axe beak?
An axe beak. Let me have a look. What CR are they?
1/4.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
And
absolutely.
I can also
That's
change my
completely fine.
rune at each level.
Awesome.
Cool. So
So
yeah,
just
I
sleight of hand.
basically summon an ostrich.
You summon a massive ostrich
Fire
to ride.
rune.
What
Mhm.
would you like to name your axe beak
Proficiency
companion?
double.
Oh, God. Sorry, I've been
Okay.
playing Final Fantasy VII. It's a chocobo.
Yeah. I'd like to name it Jeff.
Double proficiency.
Actually, a
tools.
fantastic name.
I say, hey, you're called Jeff. Just to tell it, it's called Jeff.
It does have an intelligence of 6, so it does kind of understand that.
Wisdom and
There you go,
charisma.
Yes. Jeff. It's a good, fine name.
It was my great-grandfather's name.
Ah. Is there a resemblance?
How very dare you.
Nolan, do you think that thing will really fit through that doorway?
It'll squeeze through.
Yeah, you might have trouble getting it out of here, but we'll deal with that when we come to it, I suppose. But yeah, did you want to go into this room? This seems to you again. Make an intelligence check, Yerk.
Yeah. Can't read now. Oh, it's just a straight intelligence, isn't it? Sorry.
Again, you kind of hear this tenebrous whisper at the edges of your mind, but you can't quite make out. It's like faint and just not quite there. It reminds you of something, but you can't remember what.
Right. Let's continue, shall we, Dolan? Are you going in first, or am I?
I'll go first, and yeah, I'll move.
I think I'll
Move in.
keep what I've got.
Okay, so as you enter, don't stand there. You see this appears to be a freezing cold storehouse. There are huge haunches of meat hanging from the ceiling, kept cool by the cool ground around it. In the center of the room, you see there is a pile of pigs' heads. Each of the pigs' heads has been carefully sliced open at the top, and you can see the skull pan has been emptied where the brain would have been, and discarded as you see they're lying on their side. In the center of the room, it appears to be what looks to be almost like a well. It's a bucket suspended over a large hole that seems to stretch down very deep into the darkness. You can't make out what's at the bottom, as it seems to stretch on farther than the eye can see. Depending on how much dark vision you guys have. How much dark vision do you have, Yerk?
I think it's 60 foot.
Yeah, 60 foot. Your 60 foot of dark vision does not reach to the bottom of this well.
So, yeah,
The bucket is currently lifted up.
In which case, I'm gonna reach behind me, grab a torch, light it. Take the bucket's empty, isn't it?
The bucket is empty, yes.
Put the lit torch in the bucket, and then let it down.
Yeah, so as you crank the winch to slowly lower the torch in the bucket to the bottom, it slowly begins to illuminate the long tunnel, snaking downwards directly beneath your feet. You see that the slimy walls glisten with the light. As it begins to float, to go further down, you also notice as well that the bucket seems to be full of a strange grey-pink stains on the interior of it. As it reaches the bottom, you look down as the light finally begins to illuminate. You can see manacled to the bottom of this deep shaft, with hands spread apart wide on either side as it sort of hangs there. Its pale blue flesh glistening limply as it's dressed in strange rags. It looks up towards the light, and you see black eyes reflecting. There is a squid-faced humanoid chained down here.
Hey, Rill. I think we found something that might interest you. It's got the same color of skin as you as well.
How far down is the well?
I'm busy wandering around and have no idea where anyone is.
I'll come and join them. Hey, what is that thing? Hey, Squidman.
Mono, got anything to help us get this guy out?
Do we want to get this guy out?
Well, if it's
give me a second. Yerk, grab all of this rope, and I'll take it with it's on a pulley system with the bucket.
Mhm.
So I will hand one end of the rope to Yerk and grab hold of the other end and get him to lower me down. But not all the way, just sort of 60 feet down.
Can I have a look at this thing and try and identify what it is?
You can just about see it. It's very far away, 120 foot down. This has been drilled out using only the expertise that the Van Thamper family would be able to have in this kind of excavations, even deep into the earth. It is dressed in rags. Again, making a nature check. On a 13, you're not sure what this is. It appears to be some kind of aberration.
Likely some kind of aberration. The tentacles on the face suggest, I don't know, illicit mind flare, something along those lines, maybe?
Yeah, those would come to mind. It looks reminiscent of those, but you're not certain if you can identify it just because of its distance.
Well,
Sorry,
enemy of our enemy.
is it dead or is it alive? We can see. Is
It seems
it?
to be alive. Yeah, it's moving around down there, gazing up towards you.
Okay.
Have I got about halfway down yet?
Yeah.
When I'm about halfway down, I'd like to use Divine Sense.
Does not appear to be any of those things. You do, however, see. It appears to be. So you say you're going down. As you go down on this bucket, the other's lowering you. You're saying you're going 60 foot away from it.
Yeah, so, well, you said it's 120 feet down, and that's the range of my Divine Sense. So once I detect it's not any of those things, I'll say, bring me down further. Bring me down to the bottom.
As you begin to be lowered down, Yerk, are you cranking the winch to lower Dolan carefully down this well?
Yes, yeah, just slowly.
Okay. You hear Dolan. You hear a voice in your head.
I'd like to shout down the well in Primordial. I think they speak this language. This is not food. He is coming to help you.
I start chuckling. I understand.
Okay. It doesn't seem to understand you. You also see, look up, and you see that it has been gagged.
Okay, no eating you anyway.
Just while this is happening, Alex, I don't seem to have any dark vision on Sylk, but I would have actually. I didn't see where everyone went during my break, but I would have gone back to where the prisoners apparently were.
Yes, it's because you're no longer Amric, and I need to.
Yeah, that's okay. I got Hanlon to help me get there with the light.
Yeah.
Just, I don't want to break up the thing. I didn't know where everyone went, so I went here.
There you go. You should be able to see now. You're up here, I believe. Let me know if you can't see anything, by the way.
Nah, still don't have vision.
Yeah, it's
There's two of you as well, which is that's a new trick.
Oh gosh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you had a rune for that.
That's my other campaign.
The rune of Xerox.
Oh, there we go.
Don't look.
There you go.
Sorry, I didn't see it.
And daylight mode.
So I've got vision on that one, but then I'll get rid of the one that's down in the.
Yeah, get rid of the other one.
Get rid of the other one, and then I'll bring Hanlon up to where we are there. I thought everyone went down to the. Thought everyone went down to the other place. That's good. Good.
But yeah.
Sorry.
Dolan, you hear a voice in your head. It seems strange and stilted, almost like it doesn't have a good grasp of language, almost like it's not communicating with language, almost like it's just abstract concepts just appearing in your mind. You just hear the concepts just appear in your head, just prisoner, here, trapped, free, reward.
Can I respond to that in the same fashion, or do I have to use language?
You would have to try and talk to it, though I don't know if you know the languages that it would know. This thing seems to be very strange.
Well, unless it knows Draconic, I probably
You
struggle.
would be able to. You'd also be able to respond just using your thoughts.
Well, that's what I was grasping for. I'm going to sort of think about revenge, Lady Van Thamper, help, assistance, information, and as I get to the bottom, I'm going to sort of. Is it bound or is it just?
It is both manacled and gagged. You also see that as well as being manacled, there are individual iron chains around each of its digits of its fingers, keeping its hands splayed wide.
Is it chained to the ground?
It's both its hands and its feet are manacled to the size of this well. It is held splayed in the middle, flat against one of the walls.
So I'm going to say at this point, hey, the longer we take with this person, the further Lady Van Thamper's going to get, and the harder it's going to pick her up. If we take this person with us, they could be trouble, and we have to think about them. We can always come back for them.
You hear a response in your head, Dolan. Eat, kill, consume, Van Thamper, revenge.
I shouting back up. I go, I think this might be a valuable ally. And can I, when I get to the bottom, take two swings. Take a swing at the manacles that connect its feet to the ground, and then whatever's connecting its hands to the ground.
Sure. Yeah, make 2 attack rolls.
Use my maul for this.
Okay, that'll hit. Yep.
Okay, I'm getting out of here. I don't trust this thing.
You
I'm gonna
through both of the chains, and its hands fall to its side. There's still tiny manacles holding its fingers splayed.
I'm gonna leave them alone.
It is also gagged.
I'd like to call down. Can it get up here?
I'll bring it up. I'm going to leave it gagged and its fingers manacled, but I'm going to sort of wrap my arm around it and say, pull us back up. Hold on to the rope with one hand and the creature with the other and try and pull it back up.
All right, as Yerk just grabs the crank and slowly starts just cranking them back up.
I'll help out if needed. Not that I'll be able to add much strength, but hey-ho.
Yeah, you'd see Dolan and this creature return to the surface. Its hands are still held splayed. It is still gagged. It is dressed in rags as its tentacles writhe curiously. It seems to have skin lesions and be damaged by the conditions it was kept in, though it does not seem to be ill-fed.
This is what they fed prisoners to.
It didn't seem to understand me in Primordial, so I would like to work through the various languages that I've got. Just say, do you understand me? And give it a moment to respond before trying the next. So, Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Draconic, Infernal, Primordial. I'm assuming it doesn't speak Vidalcan.
Let me check here. It does not speak any of those languages. However, it does reach out to you, each of you in turn. It says, allies, thralls, kill, Van Thamper.
I do believe that is the plan, my friend. I am real. Do you have a name?
It says, Ratakan. I'll put that in.
And what are
Can
you,
I
if I may
reset-
ask?
Lord.
Character, did
Seems
Yerk
to look
tell us
around.
about the weird dreams?
Oh,
I can't remember, but I sort of remember it telling Yerk about something in the sewers.
yes. The Stelmane, Duke Stelmane, has been plagued. Is this what you're doing here? You're plaguing Duke Stelmane,
If you
being
want to try and
used by Lady
communicate
Van
it with,
Thamper.
if you want to try and communicate it, you'll need to use telepathy and just communicate with abstract thoughts. It does gaze into your mind as you sort of think about that, as you say the word Steelmane, and picks up what you're trying to get. And he goes, Steelmane, charge, forced, imprisoned, reason.
As Yoda just sits there thinking, then he goes, "Stop, Steelmane, mind attack," questioningly.
Stop. So as he sort of, you see that there's like a tension in him that is suddenly released, and then he just sort of blinks again, and he just and you just see can't. He holds out his hands and is there splayed, held apart with the chains and the iron bars, and he says, "Hands."
Oh, let me get those for you.
Okay. As you, what are you using to get these off?
I've got my thieves' tools.
I was going to say the
Okay.
keys. Did we have like some keys from?
Oh, yes. Have keys. I'll pull out the keys and have a look.
Yeah, the smaller key set from the Lady Van Thamper does work on these little chains around, and he does able to get him free as you're able to. And you see he sort of looks at his hand strangely. His head turns.
Nervous.
And then he looks towards you all, flexing his newly freed hands, pulls the gag out of his mouth, and then in common says, well, in your mind, sorry, he just says the concept. He says, actually, hang on, make an insight check for me real quick.
For all of us.
Yeah.
The ones that are in the room?
The ones that are in the room, yeah.
Sylk will just be sort of keeping an eye out down the rest of the corridor during this.
His face is almost impossible to read, but Yerk on a natural 20, you will be able to see that he is considering something here. Rhea, by the way, is with you.
I should like look at him guarded. If is it a negative consideration, like a positive? Can I garner?
He seems to be considering whether or not to trust you.
He seems to be considering that shiny blue head. That could be tasty.
In fact, I would say he is considering whether or not to. I was saying a nat 20, you'd be able to figure it out. He's considering whether or not he wants to leave.
And then I'm just trying to tell him,
Not stop you, but end mind attack Steelmane.
And you hear the words end, attack, Steelmane, begin, attack, Van Thamper. And he just slowly just walks past you and heads for the exit, just completely ignoring you.
I'll follow it.
Ha! This could be entertaining.
And as the Mind Flayer begins to head towards the stairs upwards, that seems like a good place to leave it for today.
Yay! We set free an ancient evil. Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
Oh, sorry
Well,
for
you-
the very combat-heavy session, by the way, guys. You
It's
dealt
been
with
brilliant.
that well.
yeah, that was
Nothing
I-
wrong with
I-
that.
I thought we were gonna die, to be honest.
It was between combat heavy.
We were fine.
I thought we did very well.
Well,
Yeah,
the
I
fact
think
that
we were
had to use
fine.
my relentless endurance on the first round.
Yeah.
I genuinely did think we were all going to die, but I thought Cam was dead. Pretty.
Yeah.
You did a really good job. Just
Sorry, I
sticking with
had
it.
to run on the first round because
yeah.
I'm much better from a distance, and I was down half my hit points the first go.
To be honest, we were saved by the sword, blocking the door.
Oh
That's-
Oh, that was brilliant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it gave us
that was
time.
really good. That gave you so much time. Like, I think the most underrated thing in D&D in general is doors. Being able to just like people talk about like Wall of Force being an amazing spell, but you can basically get the same effect of the Wall of Force as just closing a door and locking it. You know.
Yeah, knock.
Exactly. But yeah, that was,
I tried
that was
to-
a whole load of fun.
I tried to jump in there to give them something else to hit at, by the way, which they did constantly. So
Be careful what you wish for.
I went through quite a few tortoises.
yeah, just
Yeah. The tortoises have been pretty champ. They're going to be pretty powerful when you upcast them to level 3 as well. I need to get that.
Yeah.
Sorted. I am terrified of when, because I know what subclass mono is. I know when you hit level 6. Oh god, that's when everything starts happening. Actually, even yeah, level 5 already.
Well, yeah,
We'll need to have a discussion about that over Discord.
already got my conjure animals and
Yeah.
summon
Oh.
Fae.
Indeed. So,
Oh,
that's going to be fun. In
oh
any
my
case,
god, so many creatures.
Yeah.
Interesting to see. I was not expecting you guys to do this with that fellow. I was expecting you to do something different, but I appreciate how this is going because this could actually work out very well for you, or very badly. It depends how things go. But we shall see.
Probably both at the same time. Probably work out very well in the short term and very poorly in the long term.
See, ideally, what we really want is for him to go and kill the Duchess, and then the wizard's son. They manage to kill each other. That would
The
solve all the
wizard's son.
problems.
Oh, and we've still got the other guy to deal with, the potential leader of Elturel, who's here.
That's true.
We've forgotten about him. What was his name?
The Thavius Krieg.
Creek.
It's also a mechanized suit of armor upstairs that seems to be pretty deadly, which is the only thing other than that and a bottle of poison that I managed to get. We didn't really do much by sneaking around upstairs.
I've got a funny question about grappling a suit of armor. So if it's an animated suit of armor, can like you just try and jump in it to grapple it?
That is
Interesting.
weird.
I like
Grapple it from the inside, but it takes a minute to put armor on.
Hour to put an armor on, doesn't it?
Ah, except I could crawl inside it and pop into human form. So that might work.
Only if it's not metal armor.
Yeah.
In any case, right. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, really great.
Interesting to see what happens next week. We'll find out soon,
Totally.
I guess, as well as you.
A lot of
as
fun.
You start
That'll
exploring
be
this
it for the
place. I will
night.
also want to say,
Thank
by
you
the way,
very
for that
much.
fight,
That was really a lot
I
of fun.
made that a lot harder than it was
Have a good one.
as
Wow.
written.